Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Vegas, baby, Vegas!
Las Vegas, Nevada. Are you ready? TheBoxingVoice.com. Welcome to Las Vegas, baby. We taking over.
Ness Heyman.
Mr. Vegas, you are Mr. Las Vegas.
I get in every fucking shit. They want me there.
TBV presents a ring walk with Danny.
Ring walk Danny.
Daniel.
Owen Bama. Only in America.
Because I fight for the people. I go for you and you and you. All them beautiful kids is here.
We turn a TBV into the Hot 97 of boxing. Keep talking from Vegas.
You already know if it's a big fight, I'm pulling up. Chicago, we in here.
Man.
From the cotton fields of Alabama to the casinos of Las Vegas. Mama, I made it.
We up early, baby. The grind don't stop. Gilly the Kid ain't gonna be the only one around here doing big shit.
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ring Walk Danny. This message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
Good morning. I was waiting for the camera. That was weird. But you wouldn't know that because this is an audio podcast outside of it being video. So here's to another rough start early in the morning. But I got mi cafecino. Buenos dias, Daniel. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. My man always has the shit energy. Look, that's why the engineer just turned to you.
How you doing, champ?
I'm good. How are you?
Fucking swell.
Swell.
Sensational.
All right. So we're here to discuss
Boxing.
double topic, 2 fights made official.
I didn't mean to do that one, my bad. Yeah.
Of course, double topic, drop a bomb for that, bro. We don't normally do that. I mean, we don't normally talk about a lot of shit, but I mean, like, legitimately have 2 topics on deck on a regular day? Not normally. Then have a current WBO champion in deck? Not normally.
In studio?
In studio.
One that would probably fuck you up, huh?
One that knows how to rap.
Word?
Yeah.
He be spitting bars?
Bars.
Like, decent? Like, better than your callers when they called in last week?
I mean, for sure, he a champ.
All right. And
but
you don't know.
Now you know.
Now you know. Nesta's talking about the WBO Cruiserweight Champion of the world, Mr. Lawrence Okolie himself. Will be joining us about an hour 45 or so.
Big facts.
So unless you want to tune in.
Unless he doesn't wake up, and we cut the fuck out.
We started the show with a super chat, Nest, so let me read that. Yeah.
Shout out for the love, even if it's hate.
Nah, it ain't hate.
Good.
Israel Kondo Jr. It is a $2 super chat, though.
Okay.
And he says, #Team Triple G.
Okay, so he going for Triple G still. Damn, Israel. What's up with that?
Yo, they said he was describing his body, swole.
Who, you?
Yeah, when I said swell.
Yeah, he getting swole, man. He in the gym.
Yo, they said Farouk says, what the fuck does swell mean? Super well? I don't know, bro. I'll Google it.
What we do know is that we're at 146,271, so you know we on the hunt for the next goal. Every subscriber counts. We're trying to get to 147,000. You know, Danny predicted we'll get to 150 by the end of July. That's so far. I just like 1,000 at a time, 1,000 at a time. You know what I mean? So tell a friend that we're at 146,271 and counting. We need you to help us get to that next level. So what are the facts, Danny? What are the facts here?
The facts are that in the 1930s, Ness, swell became a popular slang term meaning great or excellent. But it also can describe a wealthy, elegant person, like a group of swells that are See, that don't describe me. The first part
does. Great
or excellent.
Yeah.
So, boom, we good on that. But yes, we got two big Mexican fights, obviously in the month of September. I am a little surprised that the Andy fight didn't get pushed a week later.
Why?
Like, because then you could have both fights the week of Mexican independence. It would be like one the weekend before and one the weekend after, but both.
Well, it is one the before.
No, it's like 2 weeks before.
Oh, okay, because September 4th.
Yeah. So I'm saying they could have went on the 10th, which is that Saturday, because the 4th is on a Sunday. Labor Day.
Well, I think they're just trying to cutthroat. They know if they go after Canelo, people ain't got no money. If they go before Canelo, people that are on a budget could be like, damn, man, do I just take this one, Or do I wait for Canelo?
Nah, motherfuckers gonna be like, man, fuck it. I don't know.
Obviously, there's some people that's gonna illegally stream it. Come on.
For sure. But I feel like it really depends on the undercard, amongst other things. But no, September 4th, Crypto.com Arena, Mr. Andy Ruiz himself versus
Luis Ortiz.
King Kong.
And it's crazy because when we originally talked about this last week, I said it might be past its sell date. But according to the algorithms, it's pretty hot.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's pretty hot in the search terms is all I can say.
Okay.
And Joe Goosen came out on his Twitter or in an interview that maybe Michael Benson quote tweeted, but the point is, he said Frank Sanchez was the same a victim of the same Ryan Garcia Eddie Reynoso situation, which obviously Joe Goosen is believing Ryan's side of the story.
Of course.
So he's further backing that up, which only brings me to Andy, who's now changed trainers to someone that we don't really know. Since you announced it, have you heard any new information on who this guy is?
Nothing new. Anything that I have found has been of him working with Andy. So relatively new, but
strange that he didn't go back to Jorge.
We are working hard in figuring out everything and hopefully getting him on the show.
Yeah.
Not just learning more about him, but actually getting him on the show. So, we're working, but no, not much outside of his already existing relationship with Andy.
So, again, I'm like, why didn't he go with Jorge?
Damn, I don't know.
Capotillo been there from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, super beginning, so I don't know. It's pretty strange.
I mean, a lot of trainers been there from the beginning,
True.
Like, I want to say he was like 2-0 or 4-0 working with Justin Gamber. Like, we're not asking him why isn't he going to work back with Justin,
I mean, Justin only has one fighter right now, too. You know what I mean? So, if you only got one fighter and that fighter isn't fighting, it's hard for you to get other people to find you appealing as a trainer.
I mean,
like for Derek James, he's who he is because his fighters are doing what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean,
so had Plant won, Justin would have been high, and I guarantee you, Abu Ali would have went back, or is still with him and would have got more popular, and new fighters would have went, but he didn't get that win that he needs to get to that next level.
I mean, Eddie Reynoso's a popular trainer, and obviously that didn't fucking matter because he left. So
You mean Andy?
Yeah.
But obviously that goes back to the Ryan Garcia accusations. You know what I mean? He's maybe too busy and didn't learn how to manage. See, Robert Garcia has always had Big G and has always had Pita. Like, Pita's been there forever. You knew that, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
No, literally like forever. Even when you think, come on, Ness, he was too young, he was there.
Yeah, he was there.
But helping in corners, if you go back and you start looking at the fights, looking at the 24/7s, looking at the Margarito 24/7s, he's there. You know what I'm saying? Like, some might be like, yo, he's inexperienced, but is he really? So if Floyd has a son, which he does, hypothetically takes up boxing and Floyd is training him, what are you going to say? What's the first thing to come to your mind and casuals' minds? That the son can fight, right?
Of course.
So if Roger, rest in peace, right, had a son and trained his son, would we question whether or not his son can train people?
Hell no.
So that's what Robert did.
Yeah.
And his grandfather, Big G.
Yeah.
No, Robert Pita's grandfather is right there with him. I didn't even have my grandfather growing up. You had your grandfather?
Yes.
I didn't. I never met a grandfather. So from either side. So, you know, he got years of wisdom. And I'm sure you can do better than me in saying some of the fights that he played lead, and Robert wasn't there.
Well, I mean, obviously the big one was Virgil Ortiz when
he fought Mickinson?
No.
I mean, Kavalaskis? It wouldn't even matter. The fact is he won, but that was why Virgil left.
Yes.
Or those are the rumors.
And I know they said part of it was like sparring for one of those camps too, that Robert couldn't find him sparring.
In Cali?
Yeah, but like I actually spoke to Robert about it, and he was like, yeah, he had COVID, so I had to find him sparring with other COVID positive fighters.
What the fuck?
That are southpaws. And he was like, the only one I think he said was like,
that's not even a thing.
Bro.
That's not even a thing. Let's just be real. Like, okay, you got COVID, I got COVID, let's spar. Aren't we both supposed to be quarantining? What the fuck?
I think it was a Maurice Hooker fight or something like that. I want to say it was for that fight. For that fight was the whole sparring issue. And then don't quote me on exactly. I know I have the video interviewing Robert on it though. And then the Kavalaskis was when Big G and Pita were in the corner with Virgil, and Robert chose to go to Tulsa. They were in the corner in Frisco, and Robert decided to go to Tulsa.
And I don't think that that's an indication, though.
To be there with Joshua Franco.
I don't think that that's an indication, right? So, like, that's just a disgruntled person, you know? And he has every right to be. Because I am paying to be trained by Robert. I am paying for Robert to be in the corner with me in those big moments. Yes, we could become like family and it might be okay for you to not be there on certain times. But for Virgil, he's within his right as a paying fighter to want things a certain way. But I want that to be clear that this is no indication that Pita's not a great trainer. You know what I'm saying? He could just be mad, like, yo, what am I paying Robert for if I'm gonna always be with Pita? You know what I'm saying? And because Pita doesn't have the accolades, maybe he feels like that. But like when you go to the gym or when you look,
but even still,
it's Pita doing the pad work.
Yeah, I mean, even though Robert wasn't there, it's like Big G was there. Like Big G has a wealth of knowledge.
Exactly.
You know, so that's where it started.
No, and I just wanted to make it clear that just because a fighter leaves and he left while Pita was on the watch, it could be more, I'm upset that your father wasn't here,
right?
Versus I'm upset because you didn't do a good job while your father wasn't here.
Right.
You know, and some people can interpret it that way. Okay. I like that. You was feeling what I said that much, baby. Nah, that was a mistake.
Yeah, that was totally an accident.
I know.
We got Steve Munoz with a $2 super chat saying Rayo and Pitbull will be on that Andy versus Ortiz card. Fighting each other?
No. Separate bouts.
Oh. I was gonna say.
Separate bouts.
I was gonna say, whoa, who's that? Nestor Gibbs. Mad Max. Throw the fucking snowplow in front of the Corvette. But yeah, champ, so what do you think of the Andy? Not just obviously him and Ruiz being official, tickets going on sale like
so
tomorrow.
Now that it is official, I mean, I think I've already said that, so anyway, but for those that don't know, Luis Ortiz has brought in former Anthony Joshua sparring partner, Timothy Moulton, to replicate Andy Ruiz, and that's who was used for Joshua the second time around.
What's that name again?
Timothy Moulton.
Where's he at?
He's Midwest. I'll pull him up. He's finally gotten to 10-0. God bless his soul. It's crazy, man. If you don't have a big manager, and honestly, I thought something was gonna come. You know, I thought Joshua's team was gonna sign him.
258.
Yeah. He's 10-0, 1 draw, 6 KOs. He's from Louisville, Kentucky. Let me get a screen share. This is the man right here.
So who got
86 in America? So for all the U.S. hopefuls, only 54% KO, but you know he out here working. You know, look, he with Guido here. That's Herman Caicedo. This is Luis Ortiz's trainer.
Okay.
I don't know who the fuck is that. Anderson Silva?
Talking about Anderson Silva. My man is wildin'.
Who the fuck is that, bruh?
No clue.
My man, that's Anderson Silva, bruh. Look, he get that work. Anderson Silva again. Luis Ortiz. Yo, Luis don't be looking old, though. People like to catch that, play that old role, but do he look old right there? He looking like Ali right there with that flat top.
Fuck out of here. He look old.
Okay.
He look old.
Okay, so look, this is Moulton's body size. Just like, is this a good Andy Ruiz to you?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I ain't seen him fight. I don't know his style. I don't know his speed. His reaction time.
He tries to replicate Andy. I'm telling you, when he was with AJ, he was on some replicating shit. Look, here he comes. There, boom. That was out there in Saudi. Like, what up, though? You know what I'm saying? Mayhem. What up? You see the gorilla on the logo? That's a pretty fly logo, though. Look. See the gorilla?
Oh, I do.
That's fire. All he got to do is win, 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 no matter what. Them shirts about to fly. Oh, I ain't like that. My bad. Chip. I'm trying to find some pad work. I seen him doing some pad work. Oh. This on the bag. Let's see. Andy Ruiz like? Oh, man, we can't let you hit. You got to get a little faster, right? More hooks.
Way.
Oh, that double left. Hey. Look, he was able not to get knocked out by AJ. But AJ was practicing back foot boxing when he brought him in.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely don't think he has the speed and quickness.
Nah. I gotta find it because again, he had to audition.
He had to audition.
In the sense, bro, he had to show them what he can do and how he could replicate Andy. I'm telling you. Look, this him with the champ himself, Lawrence Okoli. Telling you, he was. And look, this the other dude, ain't this what Garcia or some shit like that? Elvis.
I don't know that dude.
Come on, fans. That's Lou DiBella heavyweight.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm out here wilding for respect. Yeah, that's Elvis Garcia right there.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, I ain't like that. Let me get that for you, champ. What else? What else we got here? Where the pad work? I'm telling you, he got some pad work. Maybe it's old. Maybe I got to go back all the way to when he was fucking with AJ. Let's see this one. Okay, this pad work. Okay. You can't use his music though.
At least give us a little bit. Shit.
Nah. We gonna narrate. See, but this is him being him. So we need him being Andy, bruh.
I just want to see. I just want to hear what them pads sound like.
I mean, you want to see what he sparring like, bruh?
Yeah.
Oh, dip, slip back. Oh, boop. Oh, get off me, big fella. Oh, you pushing me?
He's slow as hell.
What? You don't know what rap? Look, oh, you see that slip back?
That's them slips. Them slips was nice, but then it was like later.
Here we go.
Look.
Ha ha. Huh?
Oh, no, that's another one. Okay. Okay.
That double left, all right.
Yeah, that double left, cool.
Okay, the same shit over and over. Let me see. Where else? Oh! The man he trying to motherfucking impersonate. Oh. Kind of the same size. Andy head a little slimmer and longer and shit.
Yeah, and he tall a little bit.
It's probably that little mohawk he got going on and shit.
Okay. Damn, that was in Saudi too?
Look. He over here celebrating with AJ.
Can I get a two-time? Two-time. Can I get a two-time? Two-time. Can I get a two-time? I said two-time.
Whoa. Oh. What you saying? He put in that work to help AJ get them belts back, bruh. Let me find. I'm telling you, it's here somewhere. Oh, look, he with the beady right there with the beast.
Yeah, remember the beast was helping out too.
Let me see if it's this. Yeah, combination. Oh, no. This the target pad, though.
Let's go, Tim. You gotta bring it up now. All right, run it one more time. And you're binging me straight. Come on, Tim. Let's go.
Damn, imagine that motivation, AJ.
Let's go, Tim.
Damn, that's it, Danny. We're going to have to try that out in the gym.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
He must have took down. Here goes some pad work.
I just want, when I get done doing it, for you to be proud like AJ was proud.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have his form. You can see this form? Oh, that's that Andy right there. What you think? He gonna get Lewis ready?
Shit, he gonna help. I mean, he gonna help. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, not bad. I like that double left hook.
Mm-hmm.
I like that double left hook. I need to look up some of his fight highlights because obviously pads and bags don't hit back.
I mean, but remember, he's just a sparring partner. He not, he only has to do so much. He's only there to replicate, emulate, and kind of motherfucking motivate Lewis. But Lewis has got way more experience than Andy. Both, well, I guess they're pretty even on the high level.
Mm-hmm.
Where Andy has actually had 3 title shots, or should I say 2 in a defense?
Andy had
2 in a defense.
2 in a defense.
Lewis has had
Parker,
just 2.
He had the Parker, obviously, and then
and Lewis has just had
AJ.
just 2. Who would you nod the experience factor to? They're both very experienced in the amateurs. But like we said, Andy does have 2 title shots and a defense, where Lewis just has had 2 title shot attempts, so they're
correct.
equal there, but Andy actually became world champion.
How many fights? Let's see.
So I don't know.
No, you're correct on that.
I don't know do we give the experience to the older guy that obviously has been around the block longer and done more, or do we give it to the guy that's accomplished more?
Yeah, I mean,
that's a good poll.
Let's see, 168.
That's a good poll. Who's more experienced? Does it matter before I make a poll? Austin, you're the casual. Does it matter in a fight, regardless of the sport? It's a fight. Does it matter who's more experienced as long as they're both experienced enough?
Like, okay, so obviously they're at the pro level, so they have to have some experience to get there. I would say that it matters because I've seen, like, just for example, I've seen in, you know, of course, going back to UFC because I don't know as much boxing, but Cowboy Cerrone fought this young kid who was just tearing up, like, the entire division. And Cowboy has, like, 4 times as many fights, and he just outsmarted him the entire time. So I personally think, like, you know, it does matter.
I agree. I think it does not matter.
You don't think it matters?
I don't think it matters. I don't know that Lewis being more experienced is going to get him the win.
But is he, though, more experienced?
I want to believe, yeah, he's got more amateur experience, and he certainly has more high-level experience. He's fought Hammer. He's fought Kaufman. Wilder twice. Who else he fought on there? Allen, Scott. Who else he fought? Coyote.
So I just want to rephrase my answer. So based on just experience alone, no, because like we said, there's, you know, guys in like Mexico and the UK who are like 21 and 100. And, you know, yeah, they definitely have more experience. Doesn't mean they're good with it.
Yeah, I mean, both guys I feel like have pretty similar amounts of experience. I mean, Andy majority decision lost in Australia to Joseph Parker, right? Dimitrenko, and then obviously the 2 Joshua fights, Areola.
I don't know that Dimitrenko belongs in that conversation. Like, Coyote wasn't a loser. Scott wasn't a loser. And even Allen, when this guy fought him, wasn't he undefeated when Lewis fought him?
Who?
Dave Allen.
Oh, Dave Allen.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Dimitrenko, he never beat nobody. He's just known for getting walked over.
Dave Allen was actually coming off of a...
loss to Dillian?
No, he was coming off, the loss to Dillian.
And in retrospect, Dave Allen at least went on to beat Lucas Brown, who just fucking beat somebody. Like who the fuck is Dimitrenko beat? Just show me. I don't even know if I'm 100% right, but I swear to God, I only know this dude for losing. Only know him for losing. I never seen him win a fight. Has he upset anybody?
Let's see. Pull up the box rack.
Never heard of him beating anybody. Dimitrenko is just a dude to take a beating from another dude. Straight up.
Yeah, no, he ain't never beat nobody.
Never beat nobody, bro. So that's what I'm saying. If we go fighter for fighter, I think Lewis has been in there. I'm going to have to pull it up. Fuck this guessing shit. You pull up Andy, and I'm getting Lewis, man. Win for win. Dated all the way back. Fuck it. Whoever you pick, you first. Who you going with? I gotta match you.
Who I'm going with?
Who you going with? You could start with Tom Hanks. Ain't his name Tom Hanks? What's his name? Joe Hanks? He was undefeated when Andy beat him, I bet. Andy beat the shit out of him too. That dude was from New Jersey, man. Shout out to he was from Newark, I think.
Yeah, Joe Hanks, 21-0.
Yeah, he was undefeated. I mean, I ain't on front, though. That's the same story. Joe Hanks ain't never beat nobody. You click on that, he ain't never beat nobody. He got the 21-0 and got his TV fights and got knocked out by Andy, and then they gave him more fights because he was knocked out by Andy, but he never beat nobody. So I don't know if we want to really, really start with him, but he was an undefeated heavyweight that Andy did beat.
Yeah, he definitely ain't got no undefeated wins on his record. But anyway... Yeah, I don't know, champ. I
mean, even if you went with Joe Hanks, I would go with Monty Barrett. You know what I'm saying? And then my next one would be Latif Coyote. Phew, I forgot about Brian Jennings. Tony Thompson twice. Hell no, man. Luis Ortiz got more world experience. Andy been bullshitting. But is there an argument or not? So we can move on because we still ain't talking about Canelo Triple G also being official.
I mean, is there an argument? There's always going to be an argument.
Oh, you think?
I mean, people always going to argue.
Nah, but come on, man. You know, morons are morons.
I mean, they're going to tell you one guy became a world champion, the other guy didn't.
That means something, though.
Yeah.
I think that means something. We talked about that. That means something. I think Andy does deserve, and that's what I'm saying. You give the nod to Andy there, or do you also give him the nod in the experience factor? Because no matter how much experience Luis Ortiz has, he's never become a world champion. At least Andy has, and he was a unified champion. Now, again, we tell you on this show all the time the phrases in life are real, but phrases in boxing are there. So you have to tell me, is this phrase in boxing real, Danny? You're not really a champion until you defend your title, and Andy didn't defend.
I mean,
that's a phrase. I didn't make that phrase up.
He defended.
I'm just not letting you forget that boxing uses it.
He defended, just not successfully.
Homie, that's some Mexican shit if I ain't never seen it. And but believe me, he's probably not even trying to, because I'll be like, yo, you got to be more Mexican. And you're kidding me, right? You can't make Austin, come on, you're the casual. He said he made a defense, it just wasn't successful. I mean, to defend is to be successful.
No, that's like, bro, you could defend your girl out in public, don't mean that the motherfucker you defending her from won't beat the shit out you. You can still defend her.
I think you call that he tried to defend her.
No, you did defend.
No, you didn't. If you get your ass beat, you embarrassing yourself and her now.
I'm not saying that's not embarrassing.
No,
but
sir. I don't know. That might be another poll.
I always heard in combat sports, you're really the champion once you defend it.
Thank you.
Like, yeah, you win the championship. It still means something, obviously, because you're the champion. But it really shows like how good you are when you defend it.
Exactly. And in boxing, they say you're not a real champ till you defend that belt. That's that phrase. I ain't make it up. It was here before I got here. But the other facts that we need to discuss are that Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin Trilogy clash lands at T-Mobile. So we're in for a treat. Now we actually have a date. Do we keep waiting for October?
Well, we always
how many days away? How many days away?
We always had the date. We just never had.
No, Danny. You're. Thank you for trying to correct me, but I'm not talking about an actual date for the fight. I'm talking about a date for an appreciation night. See, we knew the fight was official. We didn't know where it was going to land.
Right.
Now we know it's in Vegas.
Right.
We can choose that as an appreciation night date, or continue to wait to see if Earl and Crawford gets done and do it in the alleged October date. So I was asking you to check how many days away do we have from this actual T-Mobile Arena site and date in case we choose to move our appreciation
86
night.
days.
Damn, that's less than 90 by 4. Can we get it together in that amount of time?
How many I just say?
You said 86.
All right. And then the alleged October date, 129.
That sounds beautiful. 4 months. That's over 4 months. That's a little county bid, baby. You can get it together right there.
He said you could get it together right there.
What? All my junkies, they get out of fucking, they kick their dope habits in 120 at the Bing, baby. Let's go. I don't know, man, because Canelo does bring them out. Who will have Las Vegas more popping? You've been living here 7 years. I have to leave it to you, but we will make that the poll. Even though I know everyone is going to pick Crawford versus Earl, but I'm going to still do it. I'm still going to do Canelo Golovkin or Crawford Earl. Who has the city more popping? Even though a lot of you are maybe not even qualified to answer this because guess what? You ain't from the city. But we'll try it anyway. What do you think, Danny? will have it more popping, and what do you think the poll will indicate? Because you know what you think and what they think is always two different things, or could be.
Man, it's hard to say. It's just, people come out, the Mexicans come out for Canelo, Mexican Independence Day. Then you got what do they have going? Wasn't it like Latinos or Mexicans for Golovkin or some shit? So they're gonna come out. I think we all expect the same outcome in that fight, but with Bud and Earl, such a close fight, a fight we haven't seen. My opinion, a far bigger fight because you have two different champions versus, Golovkin's first fight at 68.
I can't choose a word other than slang, bro. What the fuck? What's a synonym for lit?
Turn.
No, that's more slang. Because I'm like, Canelo versus Golovkin or Spence versus Crawford. Who will have Las Vegas more
hype?
Festive.
Hype is still slang.
Festive.
Festive seems a little too Christmassy.
Yeah, festive seems a little weird.
Motherfucker, you weird.
Are they giving any suggestions?
I guess you could say
I was gonna say excited, but that doesn't even fit in that sentence well. What's the chat saying?
The chat,
because I can't see it whenever I'm building a poll. It's fucking crazy. If you're watching this live right now, do me a favor, por favor, hit the thumbs up. Toca el, how do you say this shit?
El pinche dedo.
Toca el pinche dedo. Hit the thumbs up. Let's get this show out there. Let's smash the algorithm. Let them know that you guys are congregating right here. We're talking live boxing. The number to call in and give us your opinion on both topics and the poll question, who's going to have Las Vegas more lit? Is it going to be?
So they're saying poppin', crunk, electrifying, electric, invested, electric.
Poppin' is also
jumping.
Electric is a good one.
Jumping. Riled up.
You put like alive.
They saying, man, just put lit. Excited.
I'm going to put electric, excited. I mean, popping, electric,
tantalizing. That was CYP. He said tantalizing. Ignited.
Ignited. That sounds like some shit's about to pop off. I love that one. Do we do more options?
Man, no.
Canelo Golovkin for sure will be the answer, right? And then Spence Crawford.
No doubt.
No diggity, no doubt.
I'm not going to lie. What I'm seeing in the comments is not what I was really...
Don't say it. I don't want to see it. I want to see it come back. So I still have two options that we can do. Is there some unicorn fights out there?
No. What do you mean by unicorn fights?
Something that the people would say... Fuck both those fights. Tank versus Haney would have the city more lit, even though that's not even official. Now we're going too far off. That's not official. But so it's not. Spence Crawford isn't official.
I mean, you're
at least
about,
it's rumored though.
Yeah,
I was saying that seems more official
one
than
fight
Tank
that's
Haney.
being talked about in one fight.
Yeah. I'm reaching. It's show business. No, but so that's it. Leave it there.
I would, yeah. I really don't want it to be in September.
What, the appreciation night?
Yeah.
Why? Is it a bad month for Vegas? I went live with the poll.
Well, you would the appreciation night would be the night before the fight, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like my birthday.
Is your appreciation night?
I mean, if it were to be the night before Canelo Triple G, it would be.
What a weirdo. Who wouldn't want their birthday to be on appreciation night where all these fighters get to be and celebrate your birthday with you?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's not about me. It's like the appreciation night. So I wouldn't even want to, you get what I'm saying?
But why we couldn't still have the caterer come out with this big ass cake with your face on it, have a fucking female sing you happy birthday Marilyn Monroe style, Hey, you know, what do you mean?
Cause what if the people ain't coming for me, they coming for you? So then they gonna be like, damn, we just got fucked. Like we don't even like ring walk. You know what I'm
This
saying?
guy is,
Nah,
this is definitely TV here, right? This is like
Nah,
where we're supposed to play the sad music.
Nah, bro. Like I told you this, you know.
Honestly, I don't
months
remember
ago.
you telling me this, but
Yeah.
all right. I mean, I guess that's something we have to consider. Superstars come out for mega fights, but which one's the mega fight? Oh, wow. Canelo Triple G is at 52%. So the poll is live. Canelo versus Golovkin or Spence versus Crawford? Who will have Las Vegas more poppin', electric, etc.? Uh-oh. It's even 50-50. So we'll let that simmer, or should I say, a la Barbarum, marinate.
See, there's like people are saying like Tank versus anybody, like Devin versus like can't say anybody because it's like, what if it's like Tank versus
Rayo?
It's not really, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But maybe Rayo brings the whole fucking Phoenix, Arizona over here.
Even though he's from Washington. Yeah, I don't know.
He's so right about that. He is from Seattle.
Like even if he were, it's still like, bro, I don't know. Like
I seen him post the other day. Like I got
like there's really like levels. Like you know, I think CYP or somebody said like Tank versus like Ryan, like Tank versus like Devin, you know, Ryan versus T.O. But you gotta like line the fights up. But yeah, man, I think those are the only two logical fights, 4 options right now. No AJ Usyk for you, even though that'd be closer. That'd be
closer to what? That's like in fucking Jeddah.
Yeah, no, I'm saying closer in time.
What do you mean time?
Oh, I get what you're saying. Never mind. I get what you're saying. Because why would people come to Vegas for AJ and Usyk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that don't even make sense.
I wish they would have done it here, but you know they getting that retirement money. Because if AJ loses again, that's 3 losses. He's got no ties to the belt now. I don't know that he continues.
I mean, he just signed like this fucking massive deal with DAZN. He gonna continue. They gonna get him fights.
Do you think it continues if he doesn't win those fights? They think he's gonna win those fights, just like they thought he wasn't gonna lose them. I don't know, bro. I'm not saying you can't rebuild them. I'm not saying you can't rebuild them.
Why the fuck would I ask for your comb, champ?
Why would you ask for my fucking vape? Like, why?
Like, we don't be passing the L.
True.
Like, what? But my man's just finna pass the fucking combs that he brushes to, you know, his facial hair with. Like, come on, man. Yo, Adam Shelton with a $5 super chat saying, matter of fact, my man's ain't even have a charger for this. I charged it for him so he could indulge. So he could indulge in his habits. Adam Shelton with a $5
Wait. Because you certainly skipped. Did you get the Steve Munoz? Yeah, you did.
So Boozy, I'm on Boozy.
What about DA? Yeah, you didn't get the Dago.
Let me see.
Yeah, so after Steve Munoz, who said Rayo and Pitbull will be on Andy's Ortiz undercard, we got Dago in the 619 Cali Factor says, salute. Y'all keep coming with the great shows. I got Canelo stopping Lil G and Ortiz stopping Ruiz. And Ness, I met you at the Haney versus. I know. You got the bald head, and I told you look just like the actor only in that scene from Baby Boy. What's Baby Boy's friend name that he punched everybody? Like, look at that little thing. He think he tough. Remember that scene when he punching everybody? Man, this guy, man. Fucking young ass kids, man. What am I doing with this young guy? How you never seen Baby Boy, bro?
Oh, I seen Baby Boy.
No, you didn't. I'm moving on. Bougie and Broward, not Miami.
Wasn't paying attention to what you were saying. That was all. He says, why my name not green on the tub? I'm a Patreon fam.
On the tub?
Oh, I think he meant like you see how his is blue and my man shit is green. Adam Shelton. Who said
because Patreons and YouTube members 2 separate things.
Adam Shelton with a $5 super chat saying Spence versus Crawford is the biggest fight in boxing, but these Canelo's
fans are explosive.
Yep.
Laughing out loud emoji. I don't know, man. Do you think it's the Canelo fans or just the fact that people think now that Canelo lost, Triple G has more of a shot?
I think because Canelo lost, people feel like Triple G now has more of a shot.
I don't think because he lost, he has more of a shot at all. Just
no,
saying.
I don't think that, but I think people are gonna.
No, I know, and I'm just saying. I'm just making sure it's that you know it's clear that I am saying I don't believe Gennady has any more of a shot than he did before this fight with Bivol and Canelo.
You know what? I think we asked the wrong question, Nuss. I think we asked the wrong question because
Why?
At the end of the day, oh well, I mean Canelo Golovkin is still, you know, below Spence Crawford right now. But at the end of the day, what fight is our fans going to attend more? Are they gonna go to Canelo more, or are they gonna go to fucking, you know, Spence Crawford more? Because they're the people that are going to be attending the appreciation night.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Canelo notoriously does huge ticket sales, so that's...
You guys are getting Canelo for appreciation night, right? Weekend of his fight, he can come in, right?
Yeah, I mean, you never know, you know. It's Vegas! You never know, baby. You never know. From here to September, you never know what happens. You know, who do we need? We need to get J-Lo in the chair. She's too old. Who would get Canelo's attention? J Balvin.
Oh yeah, J Balvin
Bivol.
for sure.
Put Bivol in the
Bivol would get his attention. And we were supposed to get Bivol. Let me hit him up. What up, Bo?
I've been hitting Bivol up.
But you ain't hitting his manager, right?
I was definitely hitting the manager up.
Vadim?
Yep, and he was saying give him some time, like after the fight.
Yeah, but that was a while ago.
Yeah, and then I reached back out to him. He was like, give him some time. He was like an extra week. Bivol might be hurt, bro. I don't know.
When was the last time you heard that?
Maybe a week and a half ago. I'll show you the email.
No, it's definitely time to touch back. That's over 10 days. It's time.
Say no more.
My man probably back from the Mykonos where he went on vacation. Let's check out Bivol's page.
Ask Mr. PBC what he thinks about getting Bivol on the show. You'll get an interesting response.
PBC. Okay, this is in. Oh, he didn't tag it. I know he on chill with the familia. Damn, bro, but he beat Canelo and posts his pictures of beating Canelo. I mean, I guess that's good engagement. That's more than half, well, less than half of his subscribers. It's so strange, bro. He didn't do no numbers on his own IG beating the one of the faces of boxing. It's crazy. This is what I'm saying. These guys, man, that don't talk, bro, that don't give you more. It ain't enough just to win a fight, man. So unfortunate.
So what do you mean he ain't doing numbers? Like what you expecting him to do?
Bro, look at this picture of him, screen share. Picture of him hitting Canelo. Shit only got 200,000 likes. Bro, that's not a lot, bro. That's not a lot.
How much is he average? Like 500,000, 600,000?
That's what I'm saying. He's got 500,000. So in IG, yes, that's good for his numbers. He's getting good engagement, but again, it's still not even half.
Right, in comparison.
You know what I'm saying? And I just know other stars in boxing that, you know, do that and didn't beat Canelo.
No, I hear you. I see where you coming from, Nuts, and what you saying. But it looks like we're ready for our first guest of the day.
Let's do it.
Destiny McCubbin. Hope I didn't fuck that up. McCubbin. See, I ain't fucked it up.
Hello, Destiny. How are you?
Guys, I'm good. How you doing?
We're good. We're good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me on. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you for coming in. So are you local to Vegas?
Yeah, 5 years local now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you transitioned. Where'd you move from?
Utah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
so-
not too far.
Hop, skip, and a jump away.
Yeah. So what brings you to Vegas?
Fighting. Came here to pursue my career, just better training and stuff like that, than I can find in Utah.
So what is your amateur record?
I am as an MMA. I'm 5-5, and then boxing 3-0.
Okay. And which is your love?
MMA, boxing is my first love. That's what I started in, but I've grown a passion for MMA. And set out a lot of goals since I've started my MMA career. So I think that's kind of like where my heart is at right now, finishing what I started. But I have a lot of my coaches in my ear, especially my boxing coaches, trying to get me to transition over and stuff, especially with the way women's boxing has grown so much over the years, And like boxing is my strong point. So I think about it all the time. I really do. I'm actually preparing for a boxing tournament right now. I'm competing at the convention center on July 1st and 2nd for UFC Fight Week. So yeah, I'm getting ready for that right now. So I haven't really been in the MMA.
So wait,
tournament.
UFC is putting on a boxing tournament?
They're doing, so it's at the convention center, and like Fight Week, they do a bunch of things for people to check out. So they're going to have a lot of meet and greets going on in the convention center, as well as I'm pretty sure jiu-jitsu tournament and a boxing tournament. Just stuff for people to, check out. I mean, it's free to the public. So I think it's just kind of like for some, some publicity and stuff like that for the Fight Week.
Okay, so do you have an opponent?
It says that I'm matched twice. They don't tell you who, but I actually seen yesterday. They see my name on the roster, and then it did say that I have 2 match bouts so far. So, but they don't tell you who or anything like that.
Wait, so it's gonna be amateur because you said you're 3-0 as a pro, no?
No. 3-0 in boxing.
As an
amateur.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah. So I transitioned to boxing pretty quickly after I started fighting.
All right. And how old are you?
I just turned 27.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel old.
Do you? That sounds extremely young, especially for women's boxing too. If you decided to go full-blown boxing. So as of right now, as a career path, which one do you find to be easier for you to navigate and maybe get the publicity or the fights that you would need?
I feel like, and maybe that is why, like I'm where I'm at. I feel like MMA is kind of where I would get the publicity that I need and stuff like that, just because of the people that I know in MMA. Rather, I don't know a lot of people in the boxing world as much. The manager I'm going to be signing with, Danny Ruby, he's pretty big in the MMA game, manages a lot of UFC fighters, and he's got some pretty good connections. He can get me in with the right promotions and the right fights. Like I said, boxing, I don't know too much of it yet. I have a pretty decent relationship, pretty close. I mean, being so far apart, we're not as close as we could be, but me and Amanda Serrano are pretty good friends. So I feel like if I was to go ahead and make the transition, she could definitely help me make it a smooth one.
So as an MMA fighter, what is your strong suit?
Boxing.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
So you prefer not to be taken down?
Yes. Yep. And I'm always usually when people fight me, they're trying to take me down. Not a lot of people want to stand with me.
So you're signing with Daniel Rubenstein?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you meet him?
Just being in the fight game and on like Instagram and people who stuff like that. He's been following me for a while and reaching out for a while through my amateur career, and now that I'm about to make the jump, him and I have been in contact for like a couple months now. And he actually just texted me yesterday, told me he was sending over my little box with all my gear and clothes and stuff, and we'll be putting pen to paper here soon. So yeah, very excited about that.
So, obviously, the big MMA league would be the UFC. Is that the goal, or are you considering the new league, PFL?
I mean, yes. I think UFC is the goal. For most of us, it's kind of like it's what you see when you start this journey, the big UFC, and. Yeah, obviously that's what I would like to be, but I'm also not opposed to Bellator. I think Bellator is an amazing promotion, and they take really good care of their fighters. And now they have Eagle FC that's starting out, that Khabib's running, and I hear within a couple of years that could be a top promotion as well. I know he's paying his fighters really well, and he was in the game for a long time, so he knows what fighters need. UFC, I think, could pay their fighters a lot more than they do. And I think that Khabib is going to definitely be doing that. And then PFL would be awesome, but they just don't have a small weight class for women. The smallest is 155. But I would love if I'm a flyweight, 125. So I would love if he added that division.
Okay.
That'd be awesome. Because I mean, I'm an extreme couture for MMA, so Ray Seffel's right there. You know, it'd be really cool to be on his promotion.
What'd you think of Kayla Harrison, who a lot of people were considering, the next big woman in the UFC, right? She was making a lot of noise, and then she chose to not go to the UFC. That kind of stirred up, and I feel like I think it helped certain fighters realize, like, I don't need to go to the UFC to maybe get an opportunity or make some good money. Do you agree with that? Do you feel that because I'm gonna be honest, I feel like the MMA world's a bit monopolized. I think it's the UFC, and then it's like, cool, like Bellator will get fighters like maybe that are either coming up or on the way out, and same with like PFL, and it's like, I want to see more competition, and because of that, I think that helps what you said, pay fighters more too.
I mean, yeah, I think that. I mean, they're not going to match her pay. Obviously, she's made $1 million twice, So I mean, I think that there's the reasoning behind that definitely has to do with money, but I'm not sure if she could stand with some of the best women in the UFC, like Juliana Penne, you know what I mean, Amanda Nunes. They're training partners, but I would really like to see how those training sessions go with her and Amanda Nunes. You know what I mean? And yeah, Bellator catches people on their way out as well as PFL. And I think sometimes those fighters on their way out that end up doing way better than they were under the UFC banner. I feel like to get a lot of money in the UFC, you have to, be high up. But nowadays it's a little different because they're offering that bonus, which people are hitting. My best friend has hit it twice, Cheyenne Blissmas, you know what I mean? So there's money to be made, but yeah, I definitely think that other promotions are paying better. And even starting out in Bellator, there's people that can't even leave Bellator because if they do go to the UFC, they're going to be taking a major pay cut because Bellator does take care of their fighters. You know what I mean? Especially if you do well. And that's why I'm not opposed to going to Bellator because I actually think I could do really well in that promotion. So yeah.
So, did you have an injury earlier this year?
I did. I've had two pretty major injuries back to back, both 2 weeks out from fights. Actually, they were supposed to be my last fights, and then I was going pro. And now I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to do no amateur fight. I'm just going to go straight to it, because even my last 2 fight camps that I was supposed to have, I leveled up so much. But yeah, I broke my ankle January 24th, and I was supposed to fight February 3rd.
How'd you break it?
Wrestling. Yeah, I was in MMA practice, and a teammate, we were wrestling, and I was 2 weeks out, so I was strong. I was pretty on point. And she went to go for like a body lock takedown, and I based really well to the ground. So when she threw me, my foot kind of stuck, but my body kind of went, and so yeah, my ankle was on the other side of my foot. It was pretty gnarly, yeah.
Gnarly? Sounds horrible. Did it hurt immediately, or you still had the adrenaline?
It was like I hurt, but it was also kind of like shock. I was like, like,
So
oh my God.
Did you freak out? Because it was looking...
I freaked the heck out. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was screaming and mother ever, why? It was painful. But it almost seemed like it was just dislocated, or maybe I'm just tripping. And I was like, it's fine. I think it's just dislocated. Coach, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to still fight. And coach is just like, Coach Dennis Davis at Extreme, he's like, yeah, for sure, you're gonna be fine. And then like later on, I talked to people, and they're like, nah, girl, we all heard that shit snap. we were just being nice.
I want to screen share this because I want to know, is this for IG or is this real? Were you really going to the gym every day, or this once in the blue? How give me the story behind this.
No, this is real. I was doing this every day. After I broke my ankle, like I said, I went through 2 pretty major injuries, and it was a lot to get past the first one. We'll get into that, but it was a spine injury. Woke up paralyzed on the one side of my leg. And so it was a lot to get back to where I was to even be able to take a fight camp. So then when I broke my ankle literally 2 weeks out, I was in the best shape of my life. I was ready. I didn't even want the amateur fight. I was like, I'm ready to go pro now, but I'm going to do this for my coaches. You know what I mean? And then so when that happened, I was like, I am done. I'm done with this sport. I'm never stepping foot on a mat again. I was very hateful. I was very upset. And then about a week into it, I'm at home. I'm depressed. I still got my cast on at this point. And I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do what I can. So I grabbed the egg weights and I shadow box hard as hell for five 5-minute rounds. You know what I mean? I'm doing push-ups with one leg. I'm doing everything I can.
I just seen that picture.
Yeah, and then once I got the cast off and was actually like able to go to the gym, I was in there hitting the bag on the chair, begging my coaches to hold for me while I sit down. No matter how silly it looks, some people tell me it looks like a circus. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm doing what I can do because I don't want to lose. I didn't want to lose. Just being able to just keep my main thing was I wanted to have my conditioning in my arms still when I did come back. I didn't want to that's why I was shadowing with the egg weights and stuff because that's hard to get back. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to do everything that I could to stay in shape everywhere that I can. And I mean, it was a major injury, but at the same time it was only my ankle, so I was actually able to still do a lot. I just could not put pressure on my leg, any weight on my foot. But you'd be surprised how much you're still able to get done with one foot.
When did the love for either sport start? Because you are 27 and haven't turned pro yet.
Yes. Let's see. I started training when I was 19 and had my first boxing match right before I was 20. So I turned 20 in May. I had my first boxing fight January of 2015. So the summer before that is when I started training, and my love I just went in. I was in a pretty dark place in my life at the time. I was like, I just want to, something to keep me on the straight and narrow, basically. Went into my first gym, which was actually an MMA gym. And literally that was just kind of the rest of my life from that moment forward. After my first practice, nothing has changed really since.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what dark place?
I grew up in a certain lifestyle. Gangs and stuff like that was kind of a big thing in my life. I fought a lot growing up in the streets. I'd been jumped. I'd been in a lot of bullshit, and then I got caught up when I was about 18. I got caught up with the wrong guy. Got hooked on some drugs with him. Finally, when I did get clean, I was just I had gotten clean and then I kind of fell off again. And then when I kind of pulled myself out of it again, I realized it was like an epiphany. I was like, I wasn't put here to do this. You know what I mean? So I was like, I actually got into CrossFit at first. I just wanted something to, like I said, keep me straight and narrow. Almost like a new addiction, something to keep my focus. And I actually got into CrossFit. I did that for about 6 months, but then my mind started to wander again. It wasn't enough. And then we were watching fights. We always watch fights with the family,
Why do you think it wasn't enough?
It just...
Have you ever been to this gym next door for CrossFit?
No, I haven't. But
they are insane in there. They're intense in there.
CrossFit's intense, it is, but I guess the passion wasn't there. I'm not...
Did the 6 months, was it enough time to get bulky? Because those girls come out of there, they look like they lift some real weight.
It was enough time to lose weight.
Okay.
Yeah, to lose weight. I was before fighting, I was not an athletic person at all. I played basketball in junior high, but, other than that, I was not athletic at all whatsoever. So, everything I have now, I've had to work very hard to get. It's not a natural. I wasn't naturally talented. It was kind of like a, work harder.
So I could be reaching here, but was the relationship abusive, and that's why you were looking for something to make you stronger?
No, the relationship wasn't abusive. I had gotten out of. I had gotten out of some stuff, and I was in a really dark place, really depressed, and I was so young and naive. And the guy I was with did the drugs, and he was, he was a gangbanger, and he sold it, just like all that stuff. And I hate him so much for this because I was such a young kid, and he was older, and he was like, this will make you feel better, da 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 da. And being so young, I just fell right into it, and yeah.
Well, you definitely pulled yourself out of that, and you're about to have your pro debut. I am the boxing guy. He at least watches MMA and pretty well versed in it, and so is my engineer, Austin.
Okay.
Yeah. But I just keep going back to the broken ankle more than once.
No problem.
And you saying to yourself, my strong suit is my stand-up game. Then why even go back to MMA? Like you said, you were upset. You didn't want to see a match, so why not hit the ring and do what you obviously do best?
The ultimate question, right?
Yeah. Well, for me, because again,
she kind of
he watches
it.
both. What? The passion?
I mean, obviously having the connections in MMA, and obviously,
So-
women have more exposure
Because he
over there.
knows more than me in MMA. What would be the equivalent of that manager in boxing?
Oh no, I ain't. No, but I definitely know Daniel Rose.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So what would be his equivalent in boxing? Like, how big is that? Is he Keith Conley? Is he Al Heyman?
I'd say like a Rick Merrigan.
Okay. Rick is doing his thing right now.
I'd say like a Rick.
And like,
because it matters, it matters who you know. So I understand the decision. And if this person can put you in a situation that's going to better your life, it's obvious.
Right.
But it matters who that person is. And if he's saying, that person is that powerful, because Rick can do his thing. He's got a lot of fighters. So.
Danny Rubenstein is in my opinion one of the best in the game for sure. And like I said, with the connections, he's really close with like Sean Shelby, the matchmaker, things like that. But I think a lot of it is me being stubborn too. Like I said, I set out for this, and I feel like the part of me feels like if I transition over, I'm quitting, or like I'm bitching out in a sense, like, oh, your body can't handle this. This keeps happening. This keeps happening. This keeps happening. Maybe you shouldn't do it. But I'm like, nah, like I can do it. I know I can do it. I told myself I was going to do this 7 years ago, so I'm going to do it.
Do you have no interest in doing both? I've seen several women do both.
I do have very much interest in doing both. That's kind of my game.
But is your manager going to be with that?
See, we haven't really had the discussion, but that is kind of my game plan, is to do both. But at the same time, like me just preparing for this boxing tournament, I realized it's kind of hard to do both. The timing's different. Your stance is different. The cardio's different. A lot of different things. So like I haven't even been in the MMA gym for 3 weeks. I texted my MMA coach yesterday. Actually, I was like, "Hey, coach, sorry I've been MIA. I'm preparing for a boxing tournament right now. So it's just haven't really been in there."
Cardio is certainly different.
Very different. You can wrestle 5-minute rounds, but can you go in there and spar 5 3-minute rounds? Very different.
Very.
Yes.
Sparring.
Because
serious.
Wrestling cardio is intense as hell too, and it's very hard to acquire that. But at the same time, it's so different. You know what I mean? It could be the best shape in wrestling, but can you spar 5 3-minute rounds in boxing?
So speaking of sparring and being in Vegas 5 years now, who are some of the women that you get this stand-up work with? Are they all MMA, or are you using some of the female boxers that come to Vegas or are local to Vegas?
No, I've not like the toppest in boxing anyway. I get to spar a lot of the top in MMA because I'm an extreme couture, and we get a lot of females coming in town. It's the home of Misha Tate. I work with Misha Tate a lot. So I get to spar with some really tough girls, and everybody at Extreme Couture is basically almost in a big promotion. We've got PFL, UFC, Bellator, Invicta. I get to work with a lot of Invicta girls. In the boxing world, I've been honored enough to work with Amanda Serrano. Nothing crazy, and years ago, but she hasn't really been out here to train for a while. But that's an honor, you know what I mean? And then I work a lot with Leanna O'Malley. She's a pro out of Vegas. She's actually preparing for a fight as well, same card as I am, or not same card, same night as I am, but she's bigger. She fights at like 54, I think. But that's one of my main sparring partners.
What's her name?
Leanna O'Malley. She's kind of new in the boxing world, and then Leslie Hernandez. She's from Phoenix. She trains out of the MMA lab, but she had about like 50 amateur boxing fights. She's phenomenal. She came out here a couple months ago and was kind enough to ask me to spar with, give her some work, and it was really awesome to spar with her because she's amazing.
So big shot boxing is where you train for boxing, right?
Yes, sir.
So, and there's no women there?
Just Leanne, really.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of like his main female fighter.
Oh.
Do you not spar with men, or how is it go for you? Because obviously it is different than boxing.
No, I do spar with men. I will, especially like smaller weights and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely spar with men. Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, it's hard. It's kind of hard to get. Like I don't really have a lot of females to work with at the boxing gym, so it's like if I bring someone in, which coach will let me bring girls in. Sometimes I'll bring girls in from Extreme Couture that just want to get some boxing rounds. But yeah.
So Leanne is 41.
She's older.
I'm gonna have to get her in here.
Oh my gosh, that would be awesome to get her in here.
Yeah,
'Cause she's,
connect us.
She's
Connect
up and
us.
coming, and she's got a fight coming up, and she's 41.
I gotta know the story. At 41, what is she doing
Exactly.
right now?
And 41, and she is a freaking brute. You know what I mean? Like me and her, I posted the other day a little clip of our sparring.
She doesn't look 41.
And I was like, I watched our rounds, and I was like, damn girl, what a fight we had. Like we go at it, like shot for shot, bell to bell. She does not back down. She's a heavy hitter. She's
local to Vegas too?
Yeah, from England though.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, O'Malley, I figured that she was from Ireland.
Right.
Or Irish.
Yeah.
But I didn't know, that she would be from the UK. So I do have some questions from the people. James Valdez in San Antonio says, "Are you a pet lover? If so, what you got?"
Yes, I am.
Excuse me.
I had a basset hound pup.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, my girl Millie. When me and my ex had split up, I had to leave her behind with him. But I mean, she's good. She's in a happy home. He takes really good care of her. But yeah, basset hound. And ever since, like basset hound, I feel like it's such a random breed. You don't really see a lot of basset hound owners. But ever since, I'm like, that's my breed. I'll always be a basset hound owner. But I love all animals.
We have Ruin a 504, which is New Orleans. He says, "Do you think people would take women's boxing more serious if they fought for the same amount of time and rounds? Same amount of time and rounds. Doesn't women's MMA fights for the same time and rounds as men?"
Yes, but it's different. Again, the cardio and everything's different. I don't like sparring 5-minute rounds or fighting 5-minute rounds in boxing.
No, I think 3. He means 3 because like women only do 2 in pros.
Women only do 2 in pros. Oh, so if they're going 3, I mean, I think.
What's the clock on when you spar for boxing?
3 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the complaint. Most women are like, we want to do 3 minutes. We would get more knockouts if you gave us that extra minute. But the commissions, the sanctioning bodies are saying to give that extra minute, I guess, can do some sort of damage to a woman, which is kind of
silly,
sexist, really. Like to say that you can take less punishment than a man
in 1 minute. That's really silly to me. I don't know if I don't know if people would take it more seriously in a sense, but I think they should definitely just give it to the women. That's
and
silly.
obviously, a lot of women feel that big reason they're advocating for it because they're like, oh, well, the pay because if we get more knockouts, we're more excited, more
if
people
we're more
watching.
exciting and appealing, we get more money.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I see that for sure.
Because Christine Martin was on huge cards because she bled and she, made people bleed. But I got Young Tigre also from San Antonio that says, if a person does not have Canelo in their top 5 pound for pound, what would that be hate?
Yeah, I'd say.
Really?
Would you not?
I mean, yeah, I think so too. It's like kind of hard not to put him in the top 5 pound for pound.
Yeah.
Yep,
definitely.
Yep. I have Brandon in Houston that says, there was a mind-numbing debate a while back on this very show, and I need a settle. Excuse me, I guess he meant to say I need you to settle it since you have more credibility to answer than anyone. Which sport is more dangerous, boxing or MMA? She's going to say MMA. She broke her ankle.
No. I think boxing, you take way more damage to the head.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Like those ground and pounds are not damaged.
But you're not there for long. You might be taking damage to the head for 2 minutes straight for how many rounds?
I mean, I just seen a highlight of Anguno chasing some dude, finally knocks him out. Dude's already asleep. He's still fucking punching the shit out of him.
But they let him stand back up in boxing. They'll be like, oh, no, come on, stand back up. UFC, it's over.
If you're not knocked out, they make sure they give you like a sobriety test, like walk this way, walk that way, come forward, put your hands up. You know, they want to make sure you have your faculties.
Belly, pat your head.
Yeah.
No, I still boxing to me. Yeah, the amount of damage you take to the brain.
She would say that she's an MMA fighter.
No. I mean, MMA is brutal. I mean, MMA's put me through the ringer.
I always think back to that guy whose head got fucking caved in.
Oh yeah, that's an anomaly.
Gosh, right?
Anomaly.
Or Joanna when she had the big.
I didn't even know her. I'm telling you.
Yo, who was my man's? Oh my God.
We don't have this in boxing. You know what we have? Oh, Hasim Rahman 20 years ago had a hematoma. 20 years later, Thurman had one that was nowhere near as big as Rahman's.
Nowhere near the
Like, we don't have those things that y'all have. I can't date back to, hey, remember that time his arm fell off?
Yo, who was it?
Think about the
picture I sent you.
The McGregor thing with the foot.
No, I sent you the worst one, which was Chris Weidman when he snapped his leg in half and then tried to step back down on it.
Oh,
that was a good one.
But even the McGregor was disgusting. That
the foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I broke my fucking ankle.
That shit looks fucking like.
That was me.
It looks like rubber. It was crazy.
Ooh. Yeah. Shit's gnarly.
Can I get a screen share?
Oh my God! Look, we don't have that in boxing.
Oh, I watched this one.
How'd that happen?
He got punched.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it was the last.
Yo, and that's Overeem or whatever. What's his name?
Yeah, Alistair Overeem.
I used to love that guy just because like I was as tall as him. I'm like, I got to get in his shape.
Yo,
bro.
they used to call
Then
him.
I find out he's juiced to the gills.
Yeah,
he was tested over like 9 the limit, right?
Yeah, they called him Ubereem for a reason,
bro.
But yeah,
here I am trying to get to his body size naturally. My man was juicing.
That was at the end of the fight against. He just fought.
The closest thing to that we have is you would have to like Google. I don't even know the name of the dude that Margarito had knocked his ear off, and it was just flapping.
Oh,
that's the closest thing. I'm telling you, we don't have that in boxing. I don't see how it's more dangerous, but I get it. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. So, okay, your fight is when for this tournament, and how could people get tickets? How could they see it? Is there a way to stream it?
July 1st and 2nd, and it's free to the public, so you just walk up in there. I'm not exactly sure.
Here in Vegas?
Yep, at the convention center.
Where's that, Danny? I'm new. I'm only 3 months here. The show's brought me here. I'm originally from New Jersey.
Psych by El Gordo.
Okay, the one we go to.
Yeah.
So by the resorts.
Yeah.
World.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is funny because we're actually going to a UFC Fight Week event that same night, the 1st.
Okay, yeah. They have
UFC. What? Anuela's.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tried to play that off. We're going to a UFC. He's trying to get my audience to believe I'm going to an event. No, I'm going to a concert to see Anuel.
You have free tickets if you ever want to go. You just have to tell John.
No, thank you. I'm boxing over here, baby.
But for free? For free to go and like probably meet Dana White?
Nah,
Why
listen,
not?
I went for free to this thing in Miami. It was like a triad thing. Oh my God, it was so brutal. I don't understand why y'all do it. They were bleeding so much. It's like, no, that's not, I don't know, that's not safe for me. But I am going to see Anuel. I'd rather see Anuel.
There you go.
So are you Mexican?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep. Yes.
Speak Spanish?
No.
What?
I know. Oh my gosh. How are you gonna rat me out like that, man?
Oh my God.
No, I know. I wasn't really raised with my Spanish speaking side, so yeah, lost out on that, but that's all right.
What do you think? Do you think he's like you or he speaks Spanish? He's Mexican. Can you tell? Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that you can speak Spanish.
1000%.
He can speak very well.
Yeah, all right.
He puts me to shame. I'd be like, no, you translate.
Who did he translate for? Was it Showtime?
Yeah, he translated for Showtime for the Rolly media workout.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Can I get a screen share? I got that. This don't even look that bad.
Come on, what is? Oh, that's the guy?
The Margarito guy?
Oh wow.
Ooh,
but then
and that's Paul Wolak.
And we got
what's that?
Vitaly.
Oh, okay. And that was with Lennox, right?
Yeah.
That's got stopped
in the 5th.
It's all brutal. You know, we're out there fighting, kill or be killed.
Ooh, here go another one right here.
Who's that? That's Barrera?
Gotti.
Oh, yeah, but come on. He was a punching bag. No disrespect.
And then Hassim.
But punching bags get...
Look, that's a big one.
Yeah, no, that's the one. Hassim Rahman. Punching bags get, the seams bust. El diablo.
You see this stuff and you're like, why do we do this? You know, it's crazy.
You also have more concentrated head trauma.
I know, that's right. Yep.
Man, I was going to say something. Oh, I wanted to test your level of boxing. I guess not really. But you being here 5 years now, Canelo is official for T-Mobile Arena September 17th. Crawford Spence is rumored October 29th. Which fight do you think has this city more lit?
Crawford Spencer.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Let me see where our poll is at. Oh, yeah. They have 57% for Crawford Spence as well. Why? Because I feel like Canelo, no one does more ticket sales than Canelo anyway. Like, I don't even understand why it's a debate. I feel like, and then he just lost. So people that believe in Triple G, I feel like they think Triple G has more of a shot now.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the fight though, and Canelo obviously is amazing, like I said, but is like Mexican pride, they all show up, so that's I think that's a lot of why ticket sales and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm stoked for Spencer Crawford. So yeah.
Who you got in that one?
Spence.
I have one that just came in for you from Sir Saya. Says MMA has more short-term but frequent injuries, but boxing has more long-term, long-lasting damage. I don't agree with you.
CTE?
I don't agree with him.
Just listen to Mike Tyson talk.
Yeah, the brain. So many shots to the head. Like, in MMA, a lot of stuff is finished on the ground, and not all the time to punches. Right?
We have another super chat from Julio Guzman that says, she's very pretty. What is her ethnicity? But you said Mexican already. Ethnicity. And he said, best of luck to you in your career.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I think that might be the last one. You have any more?
No, I think we got through all of them.
All right. Well, let me refresh. And if not, can you give out your social media? We'll take a quick intermission and take a picture with you, and then we'll be right back. Actually, we do have two more that came in. Bougie and Broward says, is a kick to the face the worst hit in the UFC? If not, what is? And thanks for coming on, champ.
The kick to the face the worst. I mean, yeah, depending if it lands right, I suppose. You're taking a shin to the head. It's like a baseball bat to the head. But gosh, there's so many the worst, But I mean, you see some of those kick to the knees and shit. People stomping on the knee. I think that's pretty brutal. So I guess it just depends how it lands.
I think MMA is brutal. Are they still doing like flying knees?
Yeah.
And like you can jump in there and land on someone with your knee, or is that illegal now?
I don't know if you can jump and land on someone with your knee. I mean, I suppose it's legal. Yeah.
They're not always accurate though.
Right.
Like a flying knee is not the most.
No, but if a
thing.
person's down and you just come fucking knee.
Oh, you can't hit them in the head with a leg or anything if their knees are on the ground.
A grounded opponent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in the head, but like I can come down and like knee on belly hard.
Ain't that how?
Oh my God, knee on belly
became champion.
Who?
Yeah, Aljamain Sterling. Yeah, because he got kneed in the head during the championship fight, so the other guy got DQ'd.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so they got okay.
And then he defended it.
Yeah, and he kept it.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's a real champ.
He ain't defended against the same guy.
No, but he still defended the championship.
Yeah.
So he
versus a credible guy.
Yeah.
Okay. No, okay. But I'm saying I felt like I was rooting for Aljamain in that fight, but he was losing that fight.
Oh, definitely.
He was losing that fight.
Yeah, because that guy came back and then easily beat the next opponent that he had.
But it wasn't like a Montel Griffin, Roy Jones thing either, if you remember that.
I don't. Who's the next Ronda Rousey?
Ronda Rousey?
Does MMA or UFC?
You don't really see a lot of Ronda Rousey style much anymore.
Well, I don't mean style. I mean, does a woman get to that height again? I feel like after her, You know?
I mean, gosh.
I feel like Misha Tate has some buzz because I'm a super casual. I do not watch.
Yeah, and Misha Tate.
So if I heard your name and I know it, it's for a reason.
And Misha Tate's going down a division. You probably didn't know that. And yeah, she's about to, for UFC Fight Week, that big card. She's going down to. She's making her flyweight debut versus Lauren Murphy.
That's your weight.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yep.
You think you'll have enough time to catch her?
No.
She'll retire.
I think so.
How old is she? Danny, you don't know?
30. Not off the top of my
No,
head.
me either. Yeah.
Can I get a
This ain't boxing, huh, Danny?
Nah. So right here.
Oh, this is your card?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is UFC Fight Week 2022.
So see where it says the Ultimate Invitational right below.
Oh, right here.
Yep.
The Ultimate Invitational, 9 a.m. Las Vegas Convention Center, free and open to the public.
Yeah.
What's that, July 1st?
July 1st.
And then if you go over to the second, it's also right there as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a boxing match.
Yes.
Oh, I know where I'm going. I'm gonna go film.
I mean, I don't know if the fights will be at 9. I'm pretty sure we show up at 9 and weigh in.
Yeah.
And then I don't know really when I'll fight. They said sometimes it could be dragged out, but yeah, 9 a.m.
But you'll be posting.
I'll be posting. Yep. And there's a lot of other things going on, so you can come check it
Yep.
out.
Hold on, let me get
walk
that screen.
around.
See, this where we going right here. The official International Fight Week concert featuring.
Shout out to Danny. He got me some birthday tickets. About to go see Anuel.
There's a lot going on that weekend. It's gonna be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Very cool. I'm excited.
That's official.
Excited to be part of it.
Let me refresh before we
some
do
way.
get up.
I do want to ask you, how has your Foodie Fit journey been? How
That's
has
right.
that experience
I
been?
see you're a rep.
I've been with Foodie Fit for about 2 years now, basically since my last fight. And even before they were like working with me, taking care of me, I still went to them. I love Foodie Fit.
Me too.
And they just get better and better, honestly. I think they're slept on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Definitely growing more now, but they're slept on. They're cheap, they're good, they're local. You know, I love Foodie Fit.
How'd you connect with them?
I mean, like I said, I before they took care of me, I went to them and I shared them a lot, and then I reached out to Charlie.
Yeah, shout out to Charlie.
Shout out to Charlie, Priscilla, all of them. I love them all. They're all awesome. But reached out to him and just, I said, hey, I have this fight. If you could take care of me for this fight. And he did, and then continued after the fight. So I guess they like, what I do. I love what they do. So yeah.
We love what they do because they got me slim.
Shout out to Foodie
Fit.
Yeah.
I mention them to every fighter that walks in. Every interview. I tell them because I think it's good. He's kind of like I've lost, but I feel like he's like
I've lost 25 pounds.
Really?
25.
Oh my gosh.
And it's been only what, like 2 months, a month and some change?
And not even 2 full months yet.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations.
So yeah,
that's an
I am.
accomplishment.
But right now I'm going through like this thing. I'm like, let me guess, turkey sausage and egg for breakfast again.
No, but
I'm obsessed with their burrito, the bean and egg burrito.
See, he doesn't have a bean and egg burrito.
Not anymore. They take it and bring it back, but oh my gosh.
No, but I think he needs to get the seasoning. It's called like Fit Men Cook, and it doesn't affect your diet. It's like no sodium and things like that. Because
I like sauce.
He's saying
yes, I'm a sauce person.
Oh well, just buy some sauce, bro.
like if I just like drench it with fucking
drench.
Yeah,
it's already
with
some of
salsa?
those plates are very spicy. Let's be real. I ate a few bites and my head starts to sweat.
Oh my gosh,
I had the Mongolian beef for dinner the other day, and I'm like, fuck.
I actually love it though. Shout out to Foodie Fit, but
good.
Let's go ahead and take this picture. Can you give out your social media one more time for anybody crazy enough not to be following you can do so?
Yes, definitely. mytime_McCubbin. And then also check out Big Shot Boxing on Instagram. That's where I train, and it's a really cool gym. So check
What's
it
the
out.
address of the gym?
Oh, I'd have to look it up. Let me see.
I got it.
You got it?
The address of the gym.
They're open Tuesday through
hold
Friday, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Why no Monday?
Sunday, Monday is kind of like Sunday he takes off. Monday's like his cleaning day. It's a very small, intimate gym. He's in there Saturdays, but that's more private as well. Yeah, like if you're, a fighter, you're working with the coach, stuff like that. But yeah, so Mark Valata, he's the owner and head coach over there. But we also have Coach JL, Sharky. They're all, amazing coaches that we have. But Mark, he opened I started going there in 2018, and there was nothing there, nobody there really but kids. So he's grown so much to where he's at now. He's got UFC fighters that he works with. He's taken me up a lot of levels, and we're about to make our dip into the pros. So yeah.
Well, I just reached out. Let them know to hit us back. We'll get them on the show as well. And and your friend Leanne O'Malley, I wouldn't mind as well.
Awesome. I will let them know.
All right, we're gonna take a quick intermission. Take this picture. We'll be right back.
Sounds good.
You think darkness is your ally? Or you merely adopted the dark? I was born in it.
Because when he has been in the bright lights and enjoying his time, having fun and lapping it up, no problem. You're the big celebrity. You're in the bright lights. I've been in the dark, in the trenches, in the gym.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
People ask me, when does camp start? Camp started as soon as I bet T for my Lopez. As soon as I batted him and took all his belts, camp started the next day.
What a right hand from George Kambosos, and the takeover went down!
He's a good villain, though. He's a good villain.
Could have fought anybody. Lomachenko, Devin Haney. Unfortunately, Lomachenko's not available. Beautiful. Devin Haney, step up. Now we'll take your belt.
This is Sparta!
SDS Promotions.
But he says he'll finish his fight as a king. What's a king to an emperor?
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ringwalk Danny.
Let's start with this. I'm a creative genius.
SDS.
And now, the most dangerous producer on YouTube, Brandon in Houston.
Brandon in Houston. SDS Promotion.
You're now locked into the king of all boxing podcasts, The Boxing Voice. Jab that like button.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
What is it? Is it that they don't like the Charlos? You like the Charlos?
The unified WBA, WBC, and
Another one.
They don't want to see us win.
Sing along if you know the words.
All I need is one hit. Overdose on you. No, it's true. All I need is one hit. Overdose on you. Nah, what's up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We're supposed to get Lawrence Okoli. He has been hitting me up back and forth. I don't know what's up, though. The champ, yo, we doing audio video. I'm like, in person? He like, yeah, I know, but video or audio? I'm like, video.
Just say yes.
Video. What's up? But let's see here. Do we have any callers on Discord?
Yes, we do. We have Venom.
Venom, what is up?
Oh, he just left. Let me see if he... we got TBV's People's Champ now.
TBV's People's Champ, Brandon in Cincinnati. What's going on?
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/The Boxing Voice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Hello, ladies.
Anybody that knows me, I've been a player, whether it was in Alabama, Ohio, or anywhere around the globe.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
I've been smashing Telly Swifts, man. I didn't have to become a millionaire to get that caliber of woman. One of the people's choices. One of the fans' favorites. A guy that can galvanize this crowd, such as myself. He's too ugly to be the world champ. The world champ should be pretty like me.
The AJ of trucking.
What?
Yep, Brandon in Cincinnati.
SDS Promotions.
PBV, gentlemen, good morning. How are you?
What up?
Yeah, man. As far as the Canelo Triple G, we knew that was happening. No shock here.
No, we're talking the announcement of the location. We didn't know it was going to be in Vegas, guaranteed. We didn't know what location in Vegas. Now we know it's T-Mobile Arena. Only thing we did know was the date, September 17th. But we do want to know what you think would be or have the city more popping. Crawford Bud or Canelo Triple G?
I mean, it just depends on the demographic. You talking about brothers like me, young black, hip-hop type of guys. We want Bud and Earl. We don't give a fuck about Triple G and Golovkin for real. But, the Hispanics and Latinos will come out in droves for Canelo as well. So it'll probably be about the same, in my opinion, just different demographic. But as far as the Ortiz and Ruiz, it's an okay fight, man. I ain't gonna lie. If it's $40 pay-per-view, like that discounted rate, I'll fuck around and buy it if the undercard okay. But if it's 80, nah, you ain't getting the 80 out of me for that. But I got Ruiz stopping Ortiz. I think Father Time finally about to catch up to the old man. But yeah, other than that, man, that's my call. Y'all have a good day.
All right. Thank you for calling in. Are there any other callers on Discord?
Neither.
Oh, we need to wait for a Coley now.
We'll take a quick intermission and be right. No.
You got something, Ro? We do need a Hiding break. Shout out to Hiding, our good partners and friends.
I do. Yes, I do, actually.
Without you, I just wouldn't be the best that I am every day.
Oh, no. We happen to have 3 smoke breaks on the screen.
Oh, smoke break. But I'm waiting for the post to come up for Lawrence Okoli so that I can at least pin that, share that.
Yes!
And we're just waiting for a Coley.
We do have Mr. CYP.
Oh, what up?
Yo.
Cut it. What's up, champ?
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and it was I'm gonna base it off of what I've been hearing. I'm with the people every day, and the people are talking about Crawford versus Spence. Now, I look at it like this: ask yourself this, chat assholes and hosts. If you got there's 2 buildings next to each other. You got Spence and Crawford over here. You got Triple G and Canelo over here. You can walk into any fight you want. Now, ain't nobody telling you what to do. Which fight are you gonna walk into? That'll tell you which fight you really want to see. Not two different at 2 different times, which way you going. I think 90% of us that listen to the show are taking our ass to Crawford versus Spencer. We cannot wait to see what happens in that fight. We kind of know, kind of feel, it's guaranteed what's going to happen over there with Canelo and Triple G. Just because Canelo lost to Bivol don't mean losing to 40-year-old Triple G. Like, I do not dislike Canelo enough to make him lose against dudes that he shouldn't lose to. I don't want him to lose versus Bivol. I don't want him losing versus Triple G. Triple G, it's time for you to hang it up with your bullshitting ass. Get up out of here. Because 168, you shouldn't even have an opportunity to fight for Undisputed at 168. That's ridiculous. There's so many dudes that are in line, like Benavidez, who should get his shot at Undisputed. That's bullshit. But regardless of, I'm taking my ass to the left. There's no way in hell I'm missing that Hagler-Hearns fight if I have the opportunity to see it. Y'all need to cut out with that 50-some% vote. Even y'all Latino fans who love him know damn well you taking your ass to the left with a Canelo jersey on. You'll be sitting at Spence and Crawford with a Canelo jersey on because you're a damn traitor. Viva la Mexico! CYP out.
Viva Mexico, cabrones!
I don't know. I think that Mexicans are a bit tribal. So if there were 2 doors, they would still go down the Canelo door and watch the Crawford Spence on like playback just because they want to support. They love to support. Am I wrong? What do you think would happen? Both fights, same day, just like when Canelo fought Josecito Lopez and Martinez fought Chavez. Look at that day. You don't have to test it. Now, obviously, Chavez, no. Obviously, Chavez and Martinez are not Spence and Earl, but Chavez was undefeated. Martinez was undefeated. Martinez was the real champ that he ducked. Chavez ducked him. They stripped Martinez, gave him fucking Martinez belt to Chavez, and Martinez finally cornered his ass. And they did good numbers against Canelo's old, cinnamon ass. So I don't know. Even though I'd answer my own question, it felt like the better fight did mess up Canelo's numbers. He didn't do bad, but he didn't do his normal great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, difference is it was like, Josecito
was a welterweight moving up.
Right. This is 2 undisputed fights. 2 undisputed fights. One guy's making an undisputed defense, and then 2 other gentlemen are putting their belts on the line for undisputed. So I don't know. I feel that the Crawford versus Spence is the better fight.
Mm-hmm.
The fight that I've been, clamoring over for.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Damn, bro. Your primito not happy that you're picking Crawford and Spence. Primito.
They'd be all right. Julio Guzman with a $5 super chat saying, I'm a Latino and rather see Crawford versus Spence. Canelo versus Triple G, been there, done that. Word.
Let me get to some of these super chats we did miss during the interview. Looks like we got Profound Dreamer that says, boxers actually died during competition. This has yet to happen in MMA. Because he put an exclamation point. Sir Saya says, boxing, more long-lasting head trauma, while MMA, more bodily injury. R. Jonesy, Andy owes me $200 for that AJ2 Lewis by stoppage. Who you think wins that? I don't know. Andy did so ass versus Areola, and he's been out since then.
Yeah.
I think maybe Lewis is the favorite.
Think so?
Who did Andy beat for the championship?
Bro, Lewis was. Let's be real. Lewis was beating Wilder in the second fight. The first fight he wasn't, but then he had that moment. So he's done better in heavy and like. I guess I can't say that because Andy actually won the belt. This motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's hard to say because I feel like Lewis did good, but if you get blanked, you get blanked. And Andy didn't get blanked and got the win at least one time. Bougie from Broward says, how do I become a member? In the description, there's only one link. That's how you become a member. It's right there. Let me get a screen share, Austin. I need to maybe just change this to say join this channel's memberships instead of join this channel to get access to perks. Maybe I need to edit that. But this link right here, let me see. Boop. You click that and then you get a nice video of me, myself and I, telling you, join Patreon. Hey, how are you? That's me. Preferably YouTube members. This video. Wait. Take it from the top, Ness. All right. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, Patreon family and YouTube members, preferably YouTube members. This video is to let you know that our membership is obviously open and you can join our members. And once you become a YouTube member, you'll get access to different levels, different content, live streams, live chat for members only. So you can join at the prospect tier, you can be a contender, or you can be a TBV champ and join. So click that link in the description and become a member to unlock a bunch of features, especially emojis during our live fight chat. And you also get a free super chat every month as a member. So check us out. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Any callers?
Yes, we got True Roll Tide.
True Roll Tide. Roll out. Roll out.
Gotta unmute.
Gotta unmute, B.
I keep forgetting that. Yo, TBV was good.
What up?
Good. Ringwalk was good.
What up?
What's happening? TBV smash a like button, man. It's free. Do something with yourself. Oh man, Ness, y'all don't know once they care about Canelo and the Triple G, man. We all know he's going to get stopped. We all know it. We would, of course, we would go to, and it's like my boy Brandon said, it's depending on the demographic who you ask. If you ask a Mexican, I'm sorry, Danny, not you, but majority of them going to go to the Canelo fight, no matter who he fight. He could be fighting my cousin, and they're going to pick that fight.
Your cousin a fighter?
Nah,
Oh.
that was a joke.
Yeah.
They could fight Danny. Canelo could be fighting Danny, and they're going to pick that fight over the Errol Spence.
Let's call it naming rights, since we both have the same last name.
Yeah. So it's crazy, man. But yeah, the better fight, the best fight is Spence and Crawford for sure. I got Ortiz. I got Ortiz like Brandon said, I think the Father Time. I got Ruiz. Ortiz is he 52? I don't know. But I think Father Time is probably catching up with him. I got Ruiz, man. Shout out TBV.
Shout out to you, champ. Who we got next?
We got
Austin?
Venom.
Yo. I think the Canelo versus Triple G fight will be bigger because if you look back at the last fight they had LeBron James in attendance there. They had like Le'Veon Bell tweeting about it, Chance the Rapper tweeting about it. So if they did that, 1.1 million pay-per-view buys, and I'm pretty sure the gate would have been bigger, then they're just going to do the same numbers. And for Spence and Terrence Crawford, I don't remember the last time Spence fought outside of Texas. So is he really a big draw to have a big gate? Because we know Crawford isn't.
I think that Earl definitely is. He has shown to do good numbers, not just in Dallas, but Los Angeles as well when he fought Sean Porter. So I think he'll be just fine. All right.
Anybody next? Nope. All right. We're going to take a quick intermission and give Okoli some time. I just messaged him and he's like, I'm on a call. I'll be on my way. But should have been there. Nah, man. Jelly Bean.
We'll be right back with the WBO Cruiserweight champ in a matter of moments.
Damn, Daniel.
You think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
Because when he has been in the bright lights and enjoying his time, having fun and lapping up, no problem. You're the big celebrity. You're in the bright lights. I've been in the dark, in the trenches, in the gym.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
When does camp start? Camp started as soon as I bet T for my Lopez. As soon as I batted him and took all his belts, camp started the next day.
What a right hand from George Campbell, and the takeover went down.
He's a good villain, though. He's a good villain.
Do you feel in charge?
Could have fought anybody. Lomachenko, Devin Haney. Unfortunately, Lomachenko's not available. Beautiful. Devin Haney, step up. Now we'll take your belt.
This is Sparta!
SDS Promotions.
But he says he'll finish his fight as a king. What's a king to an emperor?
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ringwalk Danny.
Let's start with this. I'm a creative genius.
SDS.
And now, the most dangerous producer on YouTube, Brandon in Houston.
SDS Promotions.
You're now locked into the king of all boxing podcasts, The Boxing Voice. Jab that like button.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
What is it? Is it that they don't like the Charlos? You like the Charlos?
The unified WBA, WBC, and IBF 154-pound champion of the world.
I'm happy, not angry, I'm passionate.
The WBC middleweight champion of the world.
No, I think you're a great fighter. And
I know that already. They say, oh, the Charlos ain't fought nobody. Duh, because they don't want to fight us. Fighters, come on, step up, we with that shit. Come on, let's get it. Like I said, I went to the top already. I seen the bottom before. At the top, I seen the bottom. I went back down to the bottom and shot back the fuck back up. Now what they mad at me for? It's not like old school boxing. We're the best, fight the best no more. It's about politics. It's about who you know, who you are, if you got a crowd behind you. Sit your ass in your weight division and see if you can beat one of them. Cause fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby. If we stand by lines only, just like we made this up, we gonna ride with it. We're gonna ride with it till the day we die.
Jamal Charlo.
SDS Promotions.
Shut the fuck up, you little prick.
Yeah?
Yeah, prick. Come on, get him out of here.
Okay, you're getting out of here.
Yeah, move him out of here.
SDS Promotions.
Fury's the name, and fucking fighting's the game. His heart's rattling now. His balls have sunk up inside of him. There's a man here that's going to annihilate your daughter.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
The heavyweight champion of the world, the greatest fighter that's ever lived, ever laced a pair of boxing gloves on, ever stood in a boxing arena. Me, the Gypsy King.
Fury, under the hands of Sugar Hill, is just a different beast. He's a different monster.
Joshua's a coward. Usyk's a pussy, and Dylan White don't want to fight. So if you can prove me wrong, get to fucking fighting. These are all coward bumdossers. I'll annihilate the lot of yous and destroy yous. Submit yous. Tap you bitches out.
Fury's just too intelligent. When he has to box, he boxes. When he's got a triple jab, he triple jabs.
If he holds a handful of stones and throws them at me, he may have a chance of landing something. Chicken! Joshua, where are you? Where are you, AJ? AJ! Dylan White's a bitch. I want to see you. You've got to fight me anyway.
Taking supernatural strength. Fury throwing it up. And that's it. It's over. Plus the more waves it off.
SDS Promotions.
I'm going to smash your face in too. There's not one thing you can do about it.
You think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
Because when he has been in the bright lights and enjoying his time, having fun and lapping it up, no problem, you're the big celebrity. You're in the bright lights, I've been in the dark, in the trenches, in the gym.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
People ask me, when does camp start? Camp started as soon as I bet Teofimo from Lopez. As soon as I batted him and took all his belts, camp started the next day.
What a right hand from George Cambosis, and the takeover was down.
He's a good villain, though. He's a good villain.
Could have fought anybody. Lomachenko, Devin Haney. Unfortunately, Lomachenko's not available. Beautiful. Devin Haney, step up. Now we'll take your belt.
This is Sparta!
SDS Promotions.
But he says he'll finish his fight as a king. What's a king to an emperor?
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ringwalk Danny.
Let's start with this. I'm a creative genius.
SDS.
And now, the most dangerous producer on YouTube, Brandon in Houston.
Brandon in Houston. SDS Promotions.
You're now locked into the king of all boxing podcasts, The Boxing Voice. Jab that like button.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
What is it? Is it that they don't like the Charlos? You like the Charlos?
The unified WBA, WBC, and IBF 154-pound champion of the world.
I'm happy, not angry, I'm passionate.
The WBC middleweight champion of the world.
No, I think you're a great fighter. And
I know that already. They say, oh, the Charlos ain't fought nobody. Duh, because they don't want to fight us. Fighters, come on, step up, we with that shit. Come on, let's get it. Like I said, I went to the top already. I seen the bottom before. At the top, I seen the bottom. I went back down to the bottom and shot back the fuck back up. Now what they mad at me for? It's not like old school boxing. We're the best, fight the best no more. It's about politics. It's about who you know, who you are, if you got a crowd behind you. Sit your ass in your weight division and see if you can beat one of them. Cause fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby. And we stand by lines only, just like we made this up. We gonna ride with it. We gonna ride with it till the day we die.
Jamal Charlo.
SDS Promotions.
Shut the fuck up, you little prick. Yeah? Yeah, prick. Come on, get him out of here. Okay, you're getting out of here. Move him out of here.
SDS Promotions.
Fury's the name, and fucking fighting's the game. His heart's rattling now. His walls are pumped up inside of it. There's a man here that's going to annihilate your daughter.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
The heavyweight champion of the world, the greatest fighter that's ever lived, ever laid a pair of boxing gloves on, ever stood in a boxing arena.
Me, the Gypsy King.
Shut the fuck up, you
Under the hands of Sugar Hill is just a different beast.
Get him out of
It's a different monster.
Joshua's a coward.
SDS
Who sex a pussy and Dylan White don't want to fight? So you can prove me wrong. Get to fucking fighting. These are all coward bumdosses. I'll annihilate the lot of you and destroy you. Submit you. Tapping bitches out.
Heavyweight champion of the world. Intelligent. He has to box. He's got a triple jab.
He holds a handful of stones. Throws them at him. He may have a chance of landing.
Under the hands of Sugar Hill is just a different beast. Different monster.
Who sex a pussy? Dylan White don't want to fight.
Want to see you? You've got to
So you can prove me wrong. Get to fucking
SDS Promotions.
I'm going to smash your face in too. There's not one thing you can do about it.
You think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
Because when he has been in the bright lights and enjoying his time, having fun and lapping it up, no problem. You're the big celebrity. You're in the bright lights. I've been in the dark, in the trenches, in the gym.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
People ask me, when does camp start? Camp started as soon as I bet Teofimo Lopez. As soon as I batted him and took all his belts, camp started the next day.
What a right hand from George Kambosos, and the takeover went down.
He's a good villain, though. He's a good villain.
Do you feel in charge? Could have fought anybody. Lomachenko, Devin Haney. Unfortunately, Lomachenko's not available. Beautiful. Devin Haney, step up. Now we'll take your belt.
This is Sparta!
SDS Promotions.
But he says he'll finish his fight as a king. What's a king to an emperor?
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ringwalk Danny.
Let's start with this. I'm a creative genius.
SDS.
And now, the most dangerous producer on YouTube, Brandon in Houston.
Brandon in Houston. SDS Promotions.
You're now locked into the king of all boxing podcasts, The Boxing Voice. Jab that like button.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
What is it? Is it that they don't like the Charlos? You like the Charlos?
The unified WBA, WBC, and IBF 154-pound champion of the world.
I'm happy, not angry, I'm passionate.
The WBC middleweight champion of the world.
No, I think you're a great fighter. And
I know that already. They say, oh, the Charlos ain't fought nobody. Duh, because they don't want to fight us. Fighters, come on, step up, we with that shit. Come on, let's jump it. Like I said, I went to the top already. I seen the bottom before. At the top, I seen the bottom. I went back down to the bottom and shot back the fuck back up. Now what they mad at me for? It's not like old school boxing. We're the best, fight the best no more. It's about politics. It's about who you know, who you are, if you got a crowd behind you. Sit your ass in your weight division and see if you can beat one of them. Cause fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby. If we stand by lines only, just like we made this up, we gonna ride with it. We gonna ride with it till the day we die.
Jamal Charlo.
SDS Promotions.
Shut the fuck up, you little prick. Yeah? Yeah, prick. Come on, get him out of here. Okay, you're getting out of here. Move him out of here.
SDS Promotions.
Fury's the name, and fucking fighting's the game. His heart's rattling now. His balls have sunk up inside of him. There's a man here that's gonna annihilate your daughter.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
The heavyweight champion of the world, the greatest fighter that's ever lived, ever laced a pair of boxing gloves on, ever stood in a boxing arena.
Me, the Gypsy King.
Fury under the hands of Sugar Hill is just a different beast. He's a different monster.
Joshua's a coward. Usyk's a pussy, and Dylan White don't want to fight. So if you can prove me wrong, get to fucking fighting. These are all coward bumdossers. I'll annihilate the lot of yous and destroy yous. Submit yous. Tap you bitches out.
Fury's just too intelligent. When he has to box, he boxes. When he's got a triple jab, he triple jabs.
If he holds a handful of stones and throws them at me, he may have a chance of landing something.
Check it! Check it!
What up? We back. Danny don't like it, but we is back. All right, Danielle. Yo, why do I always say Danielle? It's not Danielle. Fucking crazy. In Spanish it is, though. Daniel. See? Daniel. Whoa. Daniel.
What's up?
Oh, all right.
We're back.
I didn't know you were here, bro.
We're back.
So Lawrence Okoli said he's on his way.
All right.
He said, I'm en route, allegedly. He's en route. So we got David Maldonado with an untitled question that we didn't get the answer 3 days ago. He says, we're going to go to 40 Thief because this is shorter and David's is way too long. He doesn't want to learn a lesson about unnecessary long questions.
Is still one of those like super duper like impossible?
He's like, here's a new series. What's your favorite fighter's most important, greatest 5 wins and why? Floyd Mayweather Jr., for instance, for me, his 5 most important, greatest wins were Canelo, Pacquiao, De La Hoya, Cotto, and Corrales. On that note, what's Canelo's 5? Let's talk about it.
The fuck? I didn't know I was doing assignments and shit. Sounds like a lot of work, man. What are we talking about here?
Canelo's last 5 best opponents.
That ain't what that say.
Canelo's best 5 opponents, greatest 5 opponents, wins. Greatest 5 wins.
Okay. For what? Like just cause?
That's his question.
Oh, so we just doing whatever he say? Okay. So do rematches count?
Where'd I leave my glasses, bro? Do rematches count? I mean, it's your fucking 5. It's your 5-man list for the greatest.
All right.
Cut to Danny.
I'm gonna go number 1, Gennady. You gotta go Gennady. Then number 2, Cotto. The shirt, the glasses are on Nestor's shirts. Right?
Yo.
And then
Don't you love your job when you can be that fucking high at work that you forget your glasses are on your shirt?
Trout. Right? And then I'm gonna go Plant after Trout. And then Kovalev. What about you, Ness? All right. Yeah, no, I agree, bro. I agree. I think those are some really, really solid ones, truly.
What did you say? I'm texting with fucking Nicole here. You want this guy in a chair or what? Huh?
Oh, that's funny because I got the Okoli messages put up right here.
And what it says? En route.
En route.
En route. En route. In ruta.
En ruta.
He said ETA was 825. Let's see.
Yeah. You think I got time to eat my parfait or should I wait?
You should wait, man. So your breath ain't parfait.
I mean.
All right, next question is The Town versus End of Watch. What is End of Watch? What movie was that?
End of Watch with the two friends in the car that's cops and the one homie recording this shit and then they end up in the shootout.
Oh, with Jake Gyllenhaal? That shit was fire.
Movie.
Yeah.
That shit was fire.
Yeah.
But he said The Town, come on, all day, to this day, East Coast till I die. Who you got?
The Town was really good.
It was, bro.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck and them shined on that movie. And that dude who ended up being a superhero after that. That's how good he shined. He became like the Arrow or some shit. Not the Arrow. But what is it? Eagle Eye? Some shit. The dude that shoots arrows.
Hawkeye.
Training Day versus The Departed. Isn't The Departed the one with DiCaprio or is it Vin Diesel?
I don't know Training Day though.
What you mean you don't know,
Because
bro?
I don't know.
Nah, bro. How old are you, man? You don't know? You don't know? You talking about DiCaprio and Jack Nicholson, B? With Matt Damon and Mark Wahlberg. What? All-star cast. Martin Sheen? Nah, you can't.
What's this score it got on Rotten Tomato?
Whoa! 90%, bro.
I know. Check Training Day.
Yo, 90%. Let's see. Training Day. I remember that one too, man. That's Denzel with the little. What he had what was that? A Buick Regal on Dayton's. What he got here? He got. Oh, told you. Because remember, Departed, I think Scorsese directed that too, man. Just all-star cast. Training Day is good, though. It's at 73% Rotten Tomato score and only a 69 metric.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes be so inaccurate.
Scorsese when he said Marvel movies aren't cinema?
I mean, because for him, I guess because the script is there in a sense. The comic books were there before the movie. So
they said, how do we get in? Can somebody go check? Are they here?
Oh, Bo, what do you know? Check the back door. Yeah. Training Day, bruh. Damn. Denzel.
They said, who's Mark Broberg?
I said Wahlberg.
Oh, they must have heard
crazy,
Broberg.
Yo, IMDb got Training Day at a rating of 7.7 out of 427,084 votes. Homie. What about the move? Ruin 504 says, what about the move to Las Vegas? Could have gone better? Oh, fuck. I mean, it would have been great to move here when there wasn't a bidding war for houses and when all these Californians weren't looking to migrate to Las Vegas. So it creates competition. What could have been better? I wouldn't have had to drive across country, That would have been better, not to have to fucking drive here.
That would have been cool.
You know what I mean? What could have been better? I think that's it, man. I think that's it. Really. I'm happy to be here, I don't think I've ever would have had the courage to come. I would have always feared the cost of living. I would have always compared, what it costs to live in Jersey, what it costs to live in Florida versus what it costs to live here. And I would have always said no. But being here, I know it's better for the brand and better for the show. So definitely happy I've made that move. Definitely happy, we've been able to meet so many great people. And I'm excited, I'm excited to see what a full 12 months of Las Vegas does for the show, for the brand, and for the relationships that we are trying to grow. Speaking of grow, we're at 146,292 subscribers. We're trying to get to that next goal of 147,000 subscribers. I know Danny has a goal of 150 by the end of July. I like little goals. I want to win every day. That being said, we're about to have the champ on, the WBO champ, Cruiserweight division. Lawrence Okoli is in the building, will be in studio with us. And, it'd be good if you tell a friend exactly that. And since you're telling them that, you might as well tell them to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time we do go live, because we went live twice on Monday already. And we'll go twice tomorrow on Thursday.
Which is tomorrow, and then we'll go twice.
And multiple times on Saturday, because we got Bam fighting, right?
Yeah, Bam fighting.
Well, not this Saturday, but another Saturday from now, we'll be on multiple times for sure.
No, I think this Saturday.
Well,
you make sure that's tight. So.
Well, so once again, Lawrence Okoli will be coming in the studio in a few seconds. He's already in green room. So if you want to go ahead and ask him a question, you know what to do. Head on over to patreon.com/theboxingvoice. Drop your question, and we will read it to the champion. Granted, if you don't make a ridiculous question, you know what I'm saying? You know how that goes.
Know how it is. Yeah. So it'll just be once on Saturday.
Once on Saturday. That's what I expected.
Not even next week.
It's the July 9th that has a lot of fights.
Man, just two.
Nah, they got the Caesar fight. We got to watch that Caesar versus Beltran. I mean, not gotta, but Caesar's up and coming, man. And we haven't had a Panamanian fight in a minute.
Right.
I think the last Panamanian fighter that's been nice was Celestino Caballero. Shout out to Celestino. I've seen him.
Oh, yeah, we got to schedule July 13th, too.
Who's that?
Katsuto Ioka.
What?
The 108 champ.
Who?
The 108 champ.
What?
Bro.
This guy crazy, bro. What time of day is that?
It's going to be 3 a.m.
Nah. His name ain't a new way. He don't get it like that.
Man, shit. He outside that pound for pound.
He ain't in that pound for pound.
Nah, in it.
He ain't even in the discussion.
Nah, he in the discussion.
He ain't in that discussion.
He in the discussion.
He ain't in the discussion of waking up at 5 in the morning, 3 in the morning. That's insane.
You're just not a real boxing fan.
Yeah, I guess I'm not.
You know?
Know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The Sauce's gloves weigh more than 108, bruh. Look,
Do they?
He's quiet because you don't know. You don't know who
we
the
waiting
Sauce
on
is.
you. Banging on the door.
I know. I don't know. He over here. Look at him.
He on
Bobby Wilder. What up, Lawrence? Oh, big man. All right.
Okay, got the belts.
So how are you, man?
Yes, I'm well. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm good, man. Blessed to have you in studio. Blessed to be here in Vegas and have this opportunity to do our show every single day out of the studio. Yeah, feel free. Shout out to RX. You don't drink RX?
No.
What you Wow Hydrate?
Neither. I don't know. I don't like purified water. I don't know. Yeah.
So you want some regular faucet water?
Just some
tap,
some spring from.
Oh, see if we got some other. You know, okay.
Not to attack your
No. Listen,
that's fine.
Give me the breakdown. What's the difference, bro?
My nutritionist and that next door will be better for it. But obviously, out here, a lot of the water is purified. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. I think that water should just come as water and then electrolytes.
So you're training at the UFC facility?
Yeah. I'm there at the moment. It's literally just across the road from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's good. Got world-class facilities. It's got stuff for recovery, stuff for getting the good work in. Thanks a lot. And calm.
So, is it more because of what it has to offer that you chose the facility over the traditional gritty gym?
I still go to gritty gyms. I've been Miami lately. I've been to out here. Been to gym sparring yesterday, so it's
what gym?
Bones or something.
Okay. Fuck, that's our gym. We missed you. Who you was sparring?
I don't want to get his name. Johnny.
Johnny Rice. My goodness.
Yo, I said that's crazy. I think I sent you his. I didn't expect you to spar him. He's big as fuck, bro.
Yeah. No problem. But we'll be sparring again. Obviously, come down if he allows.
When? No, they allow me. They love me over there. They told me to paint they said to paint my logo on the wall because he doesn't want banner.
You should.
Yeah.
So I think Friday I'll get a few heavyweights in there. So there'll probably be about 2 or 3 of them mixing it in. So that'll be fun.
That's crazy. I want to see how that looks with you and Johnny because Johnny's arms are huge.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Were you on your toes?
You have to come and see how it is. It's good. It's good work. He's he's got good distance control. He's a good fighter. So yeah, it's good to get in there, and it'll be good to have him and some other guys mixing it up to really push me.
Have you ever worked with Joyce?
Yeah, Joyce. Yeah, we were on the same Great Britain team, so me and him we've got loads of rounds in.
But it's been that long.
We've had some as professional, but I would say it's been like 2 or so years since we've last sparred. But
I think he's still out here.
He
left.
Yeah,
he was sparring Johnny and Hunter.
Yeah. I was gonna spar Hunter as well, but unfortunately, his fight got pushed back, so that had to wait.
I hit him up though. I'm like, yo, how you ain't gonna get that? But he's like, man, my fight got postponed. I'm taking a break.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you better get that work.
That'd be good for both of us. I like him. I watched his fight versus Usyk and Povetkin and stuff like that. So he's really good. So that would have been nice. But we'll probably get it another time.
And I don't think you're anything like Huey. Obviously, you sit down on your punches and I don't think you're on your toes. Huey's more back foot minded.
Yeah, I think I can be like that. It depends who's in front of me. Do you know what I mean? So I'd have been able to give him good work. And regardless, sometimes it's not even about copying another person's style. It's just about being in there with someone who's going to keep you sharp. And for me, I'd obviously have to stay sharp with someone like Hunter, and he'd have to do the same. There's a lot of good fighters out here, so I'm happy to just mix it in with everyone and get a little bit of experience.
Absolutely.
So what's the goal, man? Obviously the new trend for the men is undisputed. Do you think that is something that you and your team can put together, or do you foresee the move to heavyweight?
It really depends on this year, in my opinion. I think I'll probably get out, hopefully have a defense soon, get through that, God willing, and then as long as I can get some sort of unification end of the year, or latest, I'd say end of the year, just to put the pressure on. Then I think so, because then one person has 2 belts, and then you're half the way there. When you've got 1 belt and there's 4 people with it, it's very different from like one has 2, then the other champions have something even more to gain. Do you know what I mean? So, and also the profile increases, so the money increases, because I think right now a lot of it is just about money. I didn't think it would be this difficult. When I was on the come up, I thought just get a belt and then he's going to want to fight you because he wants 2 belts. But it's really not like that. It's really, really not like that.
So you are with Eddie Hearn, no?
At the moment.
At the moment?
Yeah.
So you only have 1 fight left?
I can't talk about it right now. When is this live?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Then, yeah, I'm with Eddie.
I love that one. Okay, so because my thing is, and you're also with 258. Oh shit.
Same answer.
Oh
yes.
At the moment,
yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. So because I feel like now that Canelo has lost, that Makabu fight should not be a thing.
Yeah.
Makabu should not be sitting around waiting to see, can I get a Canelo fight? Don King doesn't have a network. Is that a fight you think your team could put together now?
I do think so. It's more so about their side and what they want to do. Do you know what I mean? I think that there's a lot of fights out there. There's a lot of, people. Like when you're a champion, you could either hold the belt and just like, okay, I'm gonna pick that guy, or you could take risks and box either really good guys or other champions. So it's about their side, and if they want to take a risk against someone like myself, what's there to gain? Obviously more money than you'd get boxing a normal person or another fighter, and we'll see. I think that we could put the pressure on, and I think that whatever team I end up with will be able to make something happen.
Danny, can you give me a Google search of how many defenses he needs to make to be able to challenge the WBO champion above? Do you think at cruiserweight you would be easier to unify with the WBA champion? I don't even want to butcher his name.
With him, I think he has a mandatory. That's one that's probably closest because he's, he's not going to ask for as much as some of the other champions. So that one's very likely, but he hasn't boxed in a couple of years, and he has a mandatory that for some reason keeps getting pushed back. So we're waiting for that one to happen. Hopefully that happens in the summer, and then that's another one that could potentially happen end of the year. So I think as long as we get one soon, I think it'll be easier to knock them all off. Do you know what I mean? And then get to that undisputed fight, whether it's whether Bradis has his mandatory and wins, and then me and him go on the end of the year. So it's all there.
So he's doing mandatory as well.
He's got a mandatory. I think it might be one of these weeks soon. It was meant to be. Then the guy got injured. Bradis.
July 2nd.
So is it this weekend?
Next weekend.
Next week. Yeah. So, and it's a good fight. Bradis is a good fighter. I think that the guy's boxing has got the potential to make it a hard fight if Bradis isn't 100% switched on. The guy's southpaw. He's coming game. It's in his hometown. So
yeah, it's in his hometown. Can I get a quick screen share, please? Right here, this is Jai Opitai from Sydney, Australia. The fight is
Back
in
to
Australia. 21-0, 17 KOs. So, very good, Austin.
Isn't Billingsmith with Matchroom?
Yeah, and same trainer as well.
As you?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's not an interim fight for you?
Yeah. No. It's not one that I can see happening.
Damn. Because, what do you do in the meantime? If you can't get these unifications, is there a big name in the cruiserweight division that isn't a champion, like a recognizable name that you would want?
It depends really on, the appetite for it. I've seen a few people have moved up lately who were former champions in weight classes before, like
Badu Jack.
Okay.
And,
Sergey Kovalev.
Those are the two. Yeah. So them two. But obviously it's about getting into the negotiation period and seeing what's
I think you can offer. I think Kovalev would take it. I think
so
he
as well.
Another shot at being a 4-time champ.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think he's a
I
name.
think Badu might take it too.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with everyone.
How old is Badu now? He's a tough fight though.
Yeah.
No, he's 38.
Yeah, now's the time. How old are you? Lawrence?
I'm
29. What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that's Billingsmith says 31. Wow, man. So it's kind of so I don't know how to phrase this because you're saying you're with the people that you're with right now, but if you move to heavyweight, I'm assuming it doesn't make sense to stay with them.
No, that wouldn't be a reason to part ways or anything like that. I think that if you're talking about someone like me and AJ are close. He's someone that I look up to as a boxer and as a friend outside of boxing. So it's not one that I'm, looking at and saying that's the fight I want. But,
Well, that's more what I mean. If you are friends and he does win, now he has 4 of the belts in the division that you're planning to go to. It's kind of a dead end.
Yeah, like I said, if we're as good friends as I think, you'll maybe relinquish a WBO, but we'll see anyway. I think that crazier things have happened in any way, so I'm not really
What about Mike Tyson, who told Jamal Charlo, well, if you're Earl's friend, Jamel Charlo. Well, he told Jamal, if you're Earl's friend, Earl and Jamel would get together and make big money and fight each other. Fuck that they're friends.
Listen, good questions. That's not one I want to answer right now. I just think, I think we'll see. I'm just taking it one day at a time.
For sure. So what got you into this sport?
For me, I was quite overweight when I first started boxing. So I was overweight and getting bullied in school. So I had a little.
You had a late growth spurt?
Yeah, no, I was big, but as in it would be the older ones that would try it. Do you know what I mean? And then one day there was an incident at my school, and then I handled it violently, as it were. And then there was a boxer that was like in the school that saw, and he's just like, "No, you should come down to the gym, whatever." So then from there, I went down to the gym once or twice. Really liked how it felt. And then once I started losing weight, I started having fights, and we just went from there.
So not that I know anything much of the United Kingdom, but where are you from out there?
London, and a place called Hackney in London.
So would Tundi Ajayi agree that that's the roads and that you're from the roads?
I wouldn't say I'm from the roads, but definitely the area that I'm from and grew up in definitely was, yeah.
Okay, Tundi's funny. You know what I'm referencing?
Yeah.
The press conference. Okay, I got a couple of questions from the people. Mr. Adore says, what area do you need to improve the most to become the best version of you in the ring right now?
I think for myself it would be a bit more composure and a bit more adjustment making. I think those are the two that I think is that I'm working on most. If I'm going to be 100% honest, I think that when it comes to sparring and whatever else, like if people see my spars and who I'm sparring and how it's going, if I can execute that level of composure on fights instead of just going in trying to end it and then maybe overshooting shots or missing, I think that I would show a lot more boxing finesse than some of my fights have shown. But I think it's every time I go out is another chance to demonstrate it.
So since you're sparring up, how does that help you? Because I would assume cruiserweights are a lot faster than heavyweights.
Yeah, so I spar a lot of heavyweights because they're really up for sparring. There's a lot of cruiserweights that when I ask them to spar or whatever else, it's just there's every excuse under the sun not to. This is before I became champion. It's just always just, oh no, like we might fight or this, that, and other. So I'm in a position where unless I get like a young cruiserweight up and coming or whatever, everyone believes that they're a contender and that they shouldn't spar. And I just think that it's probably one of the most stupid things going as a boxer. It's like you training in the gym every day, your coach is going to tell you the man, and you're going to spar people that you're better than, bash them up and think that you're better than you are. And then on the day of a fight, reality sets in, and then someone shows you the level. And I think that you should kind of learn that in the gyms before it gets to fight day. So
Absolutely.
I just think I think unfortunately I have to spar heavyweights because they don't have as much fear, and also they've got pride when it comes to me. So when I'm in the ring with them, it doesn't matter if I'm a champion or whatever else, I'm 200 pounds or 210 or 215 when we're sparring. So they're thinking, I'm not going to get hurt by this guy, or I'm not going to let this guy do whatever. So they are able to bring the best out of me in terms of physical, the rough and tough, the getting through the rounds, working. So it's a mixture. So by the time I get in the cruiserweights, they just feel very small and very light. Like if you watch my fights, a lot of times you never really see anyone manhandle me or kind of overwhelm me. So it's good for that. And then I spar light heavyweights who are faster than cruiserweights who, are able to sort of, I'm not going in there trying to throw, I can't even, because if you try to throw bombs, they're too quick. So I have to box with them. So I think that's the best way.
How long have you been coming to Vegas?
This is the second time in Vegas. The first time was a different type of trip. This one was more training based. So I'll definitely be coming back. I love the facility there. I love the heat. I love the amount of people that there are here to spar. If you get your timings right, so it's a good place.
I have a question. We talked about possibly unification, and Makabu came up. I mean, originally your roots come from Nigeria, correct?
Yeah.
You know, I remember Stylebender, Israel Adesanya, and AJ walking out with you with the Nigerian flag. So, would you be open to going to Africa for a title unification against Junior Makabu?
Yeah, that would be a dream come true for me. I think I went back March this year. Do you know what I mean? And you know, the reaction was insane. I think that, you know, for the country and for the people, like not just in Nigeria but just in Africa, to have big spectacles and have people that have gone away. You know, my mum and dad were born in Nigeria, gone away and brought stuff back like world titles and you know infrastructure and accolades, bring it back and just enjoy it. Yeah, so that is something that I would very much like.
So that's never been a conversation that's been had with your team? I mean, Eddie's pretty international.
Like I said, it's all one day at a time, seeing what the world looks like by the end of the year. So yeah, something that I've obviously made like clear that I want. But you know, it's not just about saying I want it and getting it. You know, I think you have to earn the right, you know, in terms of popularity, in terms of, you know, there being an actual infrastructure there to go and, you know, have an event like, obviously that's me there, and it's amazing because there's a lot of passion, a lot of energy, but then it's what arena is it going to be in, what stadium, what's the price point, what's, you know, all these other things, you know, and you know, we'll get it.
Do you think it's still difficult to deal with Don King, or you let the promoters promote and the managers manage and you just fight?
I don't know Don King. I met him once when Dan was boxing the other day. So yeah, I don't really know anything of that. I didn't speak about anything to him. It wasn't my show, none of my business. But I think when it comes down to it, it's all going to come down to numbers, you know. The reality is, anyone that watches me knows that I'll be a hard fight for anyone, and you have to be, you know, rewarded for it. So we'll see.
So obviously, do you feel that the domestic fight between you and Richard Ragport would be big, or?
I think it could be. I think you know, it'll take good performances both ends, maybe one or two, and then that builds into a big fight. He's from a different part of London to myself, so there's it creates a good sort of backstory. We're both big Nigerian cruiserweights, you know. I think it can easily be turned into a big fight, but it's like, if I have the opportunity to unify as opposed to that fight, I'd always go for unifications. But if in the interim I realise that these fights aren't possible.
Hold up. My man got the coveted IBO over here. Didn't he beat Gongora?
He doesn't have it. Another guy has the IBO.
Really?
Yeah. So no, he doesn't have it.
Who beat Gongora?
I'm not sure who that is, but I know that the IBO champion right now is a guy called Jack Massey, and that's a potential. I don't know. It's just in Britain, I'll probably end up fighting a couple of the domestic guys.
Can I get a screen share, please?
Say again.
We got Jack Massey right here, 21-0, 11 KOs. They call him One Smack.
Never heard that. That's pretty unique.
Yeah, so he's ranked 5 in the okay.
Yeah, so he's the one that's got that.
Wait, so is Gongora a 68-pounder? Maybe I'm messing up here. All right. Well, I got some more coming in, and the next one is from James Valdez in San Antonio, Texas. Says, just curious for all our UK listeners out there, what are your thoughts on the career of Lennox Lewis? I remember being young and always liking his fights. London, stand up.
Nice. Yeah, legendary career. You know, anytime that you're remembered years and years after your career is done, it means that you really accomplished some stuff, you know, undisputed, been in some huge fights, made a lot of money, and, you know, he has the respect worldwide of any, you know, legendary world champion. So yeah, great career.
Ruin 504, which is New Orleans, says, so exactly who ducked you again?
In terms of what?
I mean, you're a boxer. You can only be ducked in the ring.
I don't know. Listen, at the end of the day, I don't really do the, exposing and whatever else. anyone that's ducked me will know and have to live with it within themselves or tell themselves whatever story. I think in life there's ideology and then there's reality, and like as boxers, a lot of times we live in an idea, like in our minds, in an idealistic world. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna knock him out with one punch, and I'm gonna slip this, or I'm not scared. I don't want to do this because of this. And you can tell yourself whatever stories, but the reality is, you know, when the lights go off and it's time to close your eyes and go to bed, you know what the truth is. But it is what it is.
Very mature, man. I got Dominic in Seattle says, would you move up to heavyweight and would you fancy a fight with Tyson Fury?
Yes to both. I just don't see why you wouldn't fight anyone, especially someone who's accomplished what Tyson Fury's accomplished. You know, I think he's a, you know, talented, amazing, you know, champion, and, you know, why wouldn't you go in there and, you know, challenge?
Have you ever sparred him?
Yeah, I sparred him before the first Fury fight in LA. So it was maybe 2019. I was
first Fury or Wilder?
Wilder, sorry. And it was like I said, he was coming off the first couple of fights, and he was finding his new style and stuff like that. So that's that. But I think obviously since then he's had two free fights, developed and whatever else. So it'll be interesting.
Seeing him that first time around, did you expect all the greatness that came?
No. In all honesty, I actually thought, he'd have a hard time. Obviously, their first fight was, a draw, back and forth. I didn't think it would even do that. But then, he went, swapped trainers, started being a big man. He's a big guy. He's like, 6'9", 200 and something pounds. And he started displaying that, do you know what I mean, in terms of how he's fighting, with Wilder, that's one thing, because Wilder's not that heavy, but he's really big and athletic. But when I saw him do it to Dillian, I thought, okay, wow, as much as Dillian's been stopped before and stuff like that, it's the manner in which Tyson kind of handled it.
So no stake in the push. Dillian claims I was knocked out because he pushed me down. I hit my head on the canvas.
What do you think?
I think he probably was out before he hit the canvas.
Yeah, I think like when I watched it wasn't even a thing. Like it's not. I don't think it's a thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously.
And you've also sparred with Dillian.
Yeah, but that's years and years ago. I just think when it comes to the thing, it was a good shot. And that's why. I mean, if it was a problem, the sanctioning bodies would have said, and would be having a different conversation.
I wanted to
how
ask,
would you deal?
What are your thoughts on Bridgerweight in the WBC? They have Bridgerweight. Oscar Rivas is champion of that belt. Your thoughts on that? Would you entertain a fight at Bridgerweight? Because obviously
2-time.
I think it'd be a nice bridge gap from cruiser to heavyweight.
Yeah. Why not pick it up on the way to heavyweight?
Agreed. I think that it's like why not? Do you know what I mean? I think that it's someone like Rivas is someone that we know in England because he's boxed Dylan White. Yeah, gave a great account of himself. Great fight. I think he might have dropped.
He did.
Yeah, solid fighter. Solid fight. Good style. Exciting. So it's a hard fight, and I think that's one that I entertain, especially if me and Bradis aren't able to get it on. It'd be wonderful to win a WBC belt at some point in my career. So, yeah.
Have you ever been ranked in their sanction?
Not that I know of, but I think, unifications are a good way of doing it. And then secondly, if I say I want to move up to Bridgeweight, I'm sure that, something could be worked on.
For sure. There's not a lot of Bridgeweights. I mean, they were offering... Do you remember who got the shot? He was supposed to fight someone else before this fight. Isn't this even happening like in Colombia or someone on a Probellum card?
Yeah, it's a Colombia card.
But he is from Colombia, right?
Yeah, Rivas is.
Rivas. I got Young Tigre also in San Antonio that says Nas, Ether, or Jay-Z's Takeover. Who won that one?
I think... Personally, I think if you obviously you have to love and respect Jay-Z and what he's gone and accomplished and how his life looks from the outside. But in that one, I'll definitely say Nas. Sorry, New York. Yeah.
You tripping?
Yeah, it is what it is.
How did Nas win? What exactly in that verse?
It's not about
killed it.
What I would say in that scenario is that one of the songs lost the test of time, and even the word that when you hear Ether, as much as it's got a deeper meaning or whatever else, that's the one that you link back to. So I think that the song, if you want to call it that, last the test of time, and the feelings probably to the fact that we're talking about it today.
Yeah, like people literally be like, "Oh, you just got Ether."
Yeah. No, I hear you, but I don't think that like that verse was fire like that. I feel like Jay's was more.
See what the chat's saying. Nas is better,
bro.
Nah, stop playing. Ether's a classic.
Takeover is the classic. It's like he said, man, bringing a knife to a fist fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different. I don't know. All right, whatever. What else is in your playlist?
Myself, obviously. My own music's in there. And then we've got, right now, I think I started listening to more American music lately because I think I've met too many of the English rappers, so I like listening to Americans.
Are you playing Drake's new album at all?
Hell no. I went through mad songs. Yes, that shit trash.
Well, I kind of liked it.
I think
it's like
the one with him and 21
lovey-dovey
Savage.
music.
The one with him and 21 you liked? Okay.
I like that, yeah. I think I liked his verse on Churchill with
Churchill Down, with Jack Harlow,
I play that all the time.
That one there, I think. Now Drake's amazing. I think obviously, I think he's Canadian, but I still class him as like that whole thing. But yeah, that's one of them songs that I listen to, and it like I get motivated by stuff that maybe other boxers don't get motivated by. Like I haven't got kids yet and stuff like that. I just enjoy. I love her. Yeah, I just enjoy the other side. Do you know what I mean? Of life. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think when you hear stuff from people like Drake and like Lil Babe and whatever else, like as much as it's I've been smart in other ways, I think that to enjoy holidays, trips, jewelry, whatever else, I think it's a massive motivation for me, so I like it.
Speaking of motivation, what are some of your vacation spots that you've been to and some that you want to take off the list?
I would say obviously America. I've been to the obvious ones, you know what I mean? LA a few times, Miami, now Vegas, but it's not. Vegas is more like casino-y and stuff like that. It was Dubai. What's some of my favorite ones? I think places I want to go.
You met Floyd in Dubai, right?
Yeah, I've met him a couple times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I met him again in Dubai. Yeah, I like how he rolls. It's not really. I like it. Even like I don't know how old he's now, like 40 something.
43, 44 maybe.
Yeah, still phenomenal shape. Still when he comes into the gym, someone's coming into the gym. There's a convoy. There's people coming first. It's a good entrance, and then he puts the work in even at that age. So yeah, but yeah, them spots. I think I want to go to somewhere like the Maldives and 45. All that kind of stuff.
You reached out to Beatty?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He's just getting back into training, so we'll probably get some work in either end of this week or start of next week.
I like this guy. So your trainer doesn't do it. You reach out to these guys on your own.
Yeah, my trainer is currently in England at the moment.
You came without a trainer? Yeah,
so I'm here with two of my close friends that also do some other stuff for me. But in terms of boxing, I'm here like no boxing trainer. Do you know what I mean? Just here ready to get some work, and then when my other stuff's sorted out, I'll go and get it cracking with a fight.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just think obviously boxing trainers are important. I've got a great coach in Shane McGuigan, but at the same time, like you have to be ready to have a fight, because when it's time to have a fight, your coach is in the corner for 3 minutes, and you get 1 minute with them, and then you're by yourself for 3 minutes. So when it comes to sparring and stuff like that, I didn't get hurt by accident, so I'm not really worried about sparring somebody. Do you know what I mean? Or whatever. So yeah, I think for everyone it's good to learn.
But this is your first time sparring in America?
No, but it's my first time like this kind of, at this level, and me hunting for people. But I sparred in Miami a couple of times before, and when I'm on holiday, just come and have a go. But yeah.
You reached out to the people at Top Rank, see what they got for you?
Not yeah. I don't really have a contact. So maybe you got.
Yeah.
We got somebody.
Get to work, Danny. Get to work, baby. Oh man, that's crazy. I would love to see that Tabiti work. Yeah, I love that you came out here no trainer. That's interesting. We had Craig Richards in here the other day, and he was speaking highly of the sparring out here. So have you been out here long enough to actually? Well, you say you sparred Johnny. Anyone other than that? Like, can you already give your, I guess, opinion on training in America?
Do you know what it is? I can see the potential of it. It's just more, is the culture gonna allow it? So, certain people might see me and say, that's someone I'm gonna fight, so I'm not gonna spar him. And if that's the culture because I've got that in other places where it's just like people won't even spar me.
Nah, I don't think so, because look, Michael Hunter was just sparring Joe Joyce, and Johnny spars everybody.
And that's my point. And those are guys that I can say, okay, I rate that, because you can still
Yoka too. Yoka was sparring everybody.
The French guy.
Yeah.
Is he in this?
He left already.
Okay.
I mean, he was getting ready for the Bacoli fight, and then that happened.
Yeah.
What you think of that?
Yeah, yeah. I rate Bacoli. I do. I think I rate Yoka as well. He was at the 2016 Olympics. These things happen. What's his name?
I couldn't believe it happened, honestly.
What's his name's brothers with Makabu. That's why I'm smiling. The guy that beat him.
Yeah, I met him in
Bacoli.
Mexico, and that's when I found out that they were brothers. I had no clue.
Me neither. I was there cussing him to his brother, and he was just. But yeah,
it's funny when you asked him what'd you think. He was like, yeah.
90.
I know.
He's like, yeah, you know what happened.
I know, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You got work with Bacoli?
I don't. No, I was there when he was sparring AJ. I don't actually remember me and him sparring.
Did he look the way he looked in the Yoka fight with AJ? And then I don't mean dominant. I mean technique.
No, he's always had good technique, but it's like because AJ is so big and explosive, it makes people
do less.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
definitely.
that's sparring. Maybe on the fight day he comes out, but then I saw him.
That's
in Hunter's
strange
fight.
that you say he's always had good technique. I felt like in that Yoka fight, it was so many clubbing punches. He was hitting with the inside.
Oh, but I mean,
it was crazy.
But okay, when I say technique, I don't mean like throwing with perfect form. I mean like knowing how to have a fight. Because I think people kind of, not in a bad way, but it's just like, I know people who are so technically gifted in terms of throwing punches exactly the right way, but then they'll get beat up by someone who's clubbing and.
Well, that's what happened with you. I thought going into that fight, I'm picking Yoka. There's no way that Bacoli's punches make it because
he's so tall.
Because Yoka's so tall and straight that if he just comes down the pipe, it's like Yoka will never get. I mean, Bacoli will never. But that shit didn't happen.
And also, boxing's a physical sport. Like I think people underestimate it.
Yes.
The other side of it, like there's technique and then there's physicality.
Yeah.
So it's like even me, if you see me, like I think without blowing my own trumpet too much, a lot of people don't realize how strong. I like because I'm tall and skinny and like we're holding. And they don't realize like how physically like draining it is, how powerful. Because I'm not even talking about punch. Because I don't think I'm the biggest puncher in the weight class. I'm just a good puncher and I pick shots at the right time sometimes. But I think as an overall, like when people are in the ring with me, you see how they box other people and you see what it looks like when we're in there. And I'm, I don't want to say smart. I understand that, and I understand the reasons why. That's why I say it's up to me to work on different things, composure, adjustments, because I realize that people talk a great game outside. When they get in there, they fight very differently. So it's up to me to kind of know when I'm in there with someone, they're gonna sell out the way that they usually fight, and they're gonna just duck under and try to get close and hold, and so it's up to me to kind of understand that. What do I do off the back of that? And then I think I'll get some more impressive finishes.
I'm glad we went into that because he had changed subjects earlier. I wanted to ask you, how would you deal with the new Fury and that new style? Because you did meet him in the old way of fighting, but now, like you said, he learned how to fight like a big man.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. That's that's the one that I would like to find out. You know, obviously when you get into training camp for people, that's when you really get to grips with it. Obviously, you know, I'm still quite tall and sharp, so it'll be interesting to see how he deals with the in and out. But I think with someone like Fury, who's fit and stuff like that, you don't go in necessarily to like bomb him out with headshots and stuff like that. So it's easy to say from here now, so, you know, work the body and whatever else. But it'll be interesting. Because I don't think I'll get caught with many shots. So it'll be very interesting to see how it looks and is presented with the weight when he tries to lean. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. Right now, it's not the time.
What would you do when he's leaning on you?
It's hard to say. I think going to the UFC gym, that's a good shout as well, learning on different sort of angles. I think that there's arts in all different martial arts that could be, except for kicking stuff, could be factored into boxing that people kind of neglect. So, for example, if you get an average, you guys do like an average 170 wrestler, a really good 170 wrestler, and then an average 250 or 200 wrestler, I believe that the more skilled one is going to, even with the size advantage, will be able to work putting them in position. So I think if you learn, you know, how to manipulate someone's weight and whatever, you'll be able to kind of, but it's easier said than done. We have to see in it.
You did say that, you know, fighters live in their own world, but do you think he would box you or fight you?
I think he's good enough to try and do both. That's one that is hard to say. When we sparred, it was you know, some days he would try and use the weight, and other days he would try and keep it long. So it's hard to say. You know, like I said, I haven't sparred him in a while, and he's completely revamped his style. And that's one that you don't like. I don't like. There's certain fights I don't even want to talk about right this second. Do you know what I mean? That's one of them, because I think I'm quite realistic with timelines as well. So you know, that's a fight that's not going to happen anytime soon. But if as soon as a fight's on the horizon where it could happen in the next 6 months, 18 months, I'm up for a conversation. But yeah, we'll see.
Speaking of fights not happening, totally off subject, not happening, possibly happening. Crawford Spence, who you got?
We have this argument in our group chat all the time. I think I would.
Damn, who's in your group chat? That's interesting.
Oh no, it's no one that you would know. I think personally, I need to see them next to each other. I think that my heart would say, that Crawford will win, if I'm honest, But I love Errol Spence and the way he fights, because he fights, you know, obviously technical, but he's there and he's Mr. Physicality. I'm going to step forward and I'm going to throw these body shots, and you're going to throw your shots. I'm going to block. I'm going to come back. So my thing is, that's a great style, and it's you know what I mean, undefeated, won that these titles, people rate him and respect him. But I just think that Crawford, as long as he's, you know, not overwhelmed by the physicality of Spence, will just have more, you know, boxing attributes, as in switching stances, stepping, understanding distance, and he'll make it hard for Spence to just be able to walk him down. Do you know what I'm saying? So it'll be interesting. I would say Crawford's a slight favourite in my opinion, but I still rate Spence.
That fight is rumored for October 29th here in Vegas. Would you have time to make it, or you foresee?
I'll find a way.
I
think so, and I'd pay whatever the premium is, because there's some fights that you want to say that you were there, and that would be one, because I've been a fan of both fighters. I boxed on Spence's undercard when he boxed Kell Brook. I was just starting up as a professional then, so I rated him from then. And then Crawford came and beat.
You boxed on Spence's because he fought Kell Brook.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yes.
And then Crawford came and beat Ricky Burns for the world title, and no one really knew who
Crawford was
or how good he was, and he just, you know, he dominated that fight. So from then I started following him, and then you just seen him go from strength to strength. So I'm happy that fight's happening. Is that for like undisputed? Like,
yeah,
it's so nice to see so many. You know, that's the new in thing, to try and get undisputed. You know what I mean? Because I think for a long time, like even myself, if we're going to talk honestly, it's like I've set myself. I think since the amateurs, when I turned pro, I promised myself that I would never allow myself to just be happy to be in a position. So remember I qualified for the Olympics and I was just happy to say, oh my, I did it in, 20 fights and, who else has done it and not be focused on, okay, I'm going to go get a gold or whatever else. So I said when I turned pro, the mindset is, okay, I'm going to win a British title, what's next? I'm going to win what's next? And I've kept that. So as soon as I won the world title, I was like, unify. So I think for that to be the mindset of so many now, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Would you, I know you're going to say yes to this, but does it make sense? Be interested in sparring David Benavidez?
Yeah, of course. That's the light heavyweight?
Super middle.
Super middle, but they call him a big boy.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking if that would be intriguing to you.
Yeah, not for anything. Obviously, I'll be probably a lot bigger than him, but I think it'll be good for the speed work, just to see, because a lot of times it's harder sparring smaller guys because they're faster. The shots that you're used to, the jabs you land against everyone else are not landing as sharp. So yeah, I'll definitely be up for that. In sparring, I'm not really like going like KO. Like I realize in America
they do that.
Yeah, I think
that's why I said, do you got your trainer? And be careful, because honestly, this is a Vegas thing. Yeah. I've been in a lot of gyms. Sparring, I'm not gonna say it's controlled, but I'm used to trainers noticing you get hurt and they're like, oh, and they, you okay?
Yeah.
Take his headgear off, something like, bro, out here they fighting.
Yeah,
they fighting.
And I do like that. I think it will help in terms of the stuff that I'm talking about. I feel like I can handle myself as another one. And, I've got good people with me anyway. But I think it's a good and a bad thing that, do you know what I mean? I think it's good in the sense of like, okay, you get conditioned to have a tear up. But at the same time, it's like, you bought someone like myself, like, if I'm going to be completely, real with who I think I am and ideology and reality, the reality is, when certain people come with that energy, it makes it easier night's work for me, because I know what your intentions are from round 1 to round 12.
Man.
You're here, I'm gonna throw everything and I'm gonna and it's not only does it tire you out, it's mentally draining for the person, and also those guys are the easiest guys to dishearten. Like it's when you see guys who are all about bully tactics, and I see guys posting themselves, knocking guys out in sparring and stuff like that, I just think, what the you're like, you can tell that it's not a great guy that you're in there with, but you gain something from not like, animal. And it's just like, but the reality is, you get in there with someone who understands boxing to another level of like, okay, if I step this way, you're gonna now have to like. There's so many little intricacies that people don't really pick up on when you're in an actual competitive fight, where it's like, no, you're not. I'm not gonna stand here and do 50-50 with you. And you throw up, I throw her, and I'm gonna land my bit. It's just like, bro, you'll get picked apart easily by someone who knows what they're doing and has the composure and the mental attributes to kind of say. Because I've been in these gyms and guys are outside the ring screaming,
yes,
come on, land that jab, come on, man. Like, and it's just like, I've got good like focus on like the task at hand. That's one thing that I'll definitely give myself.
So the outside noise don't.
Oh yeah, no, but I've been in gyms in America mainly where it's like when you're on like, because like I said, I don't like to bash people up. I like to practice boxing and like, that's why I like how I spar.
I know they was talking in Bones. Yeah. They stay yelling in Bones.
So it's good, and that's not even a discredit to them. But I'm talking about, I've been in loads, and it's just all American trainers come over, and it's like, it's good because it gears their fighters up. But the reality is that when someone is composed, you're actually doing a disservice to your fighter, because you're making them sell out and throw shots that they shouldn't throw, and then okay, I'm gonna step in, and it's like, you've been caught, and then let's move, and then they're frustrated going back to the corner, and it's like, I've been in a situation where it's like, I'm being told to do one thing, and what's happening on the inside is a very different thing, and when it's all noise and get him, beat his, it's just like, you're not actually developing. So yeah, interesting.
Yo, so could we get like a GoFundMe for Brandon Glayton? Get him out here, handle that shit right here, man. Or you think that's something?
I was in Miami. That's someone that is nothing really to me. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like,
I know, but I mean, work is work.
Oh, in terms of work.
Oh hell yeah, he out here. You out here? I mean, he's far because I'm pretty sure he's in Atlanta, but
I asked him for that work, and
oh, you did?
Yeah. Like I said, there's no one out here that I think to myself, oh, mate, I better not.
So wait, you asked him how long ago?
When I was in Miami, so not more than 2 weeks ago, probably like 2 weeks ago.
So what you said, champ? I'm in Miami, or I'm coming to Vegas. You want to meet? Does he know you out here?
He's said stuff before.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm bringing him up.
And he's someone that I know, because when I'm out here, I'm not trying to bash up guys who are not good. I'm trying to have actual spars and, you know, bring myself on, bring other people on. And like I said, I reached out and said, yo, like, I'm in thing. If you want to get some work, let me know. And, you know, he had other ideas. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, good luck to him.
Other ideas like, no, because we possibly going to fight, or other ideas like he took it outside of the ring?
No, anyway, that's a whole nother. But no, he took it as like, yeah, like that you're someone I want to fight. Why would I, you know, beat your ass for free and stuff like that?
Okay.
So I understand.
So he's thinking business.
Not really though, because like if I'm honest, if I'm like, okay, you look at someone like Glayton, yeah, solid guy. I seen him box a countryman of mine,
a Tobar.
And have a great fight. You know, fight of the year. You know, almost knock him out and whatever else. And he's a good fighter. Like if we're going to talk honestly, that Glayton's a good fighter. The same way to beat is a good. Like at this level, everyone's a good fighter. Then you have to ask yourself, if I'm Glayton, this is me just giving my take on the world, but everyone has their own take. Yeah. If you're Glayton or another fighter and then a champion comes to your country and says, let's spar, I think you don't say, we might fight, like fight me.
I agree.
You get and the worst thing is, not only do you get experience both ways, you also get opportunity to have actual conversation face to face. You get opportunity to even, I'm not a fan of it, but you get opportunity for a story. Yo, I whooped him. Do you get where I'm coming from? But if it's just shot on social media saying, oh, I'm gonna die, I'll bite, it's just like, bro, I could just block you and just, you can ask me about him and I say, who?
Yeah.
Who's that? And then, but I don't mind bringing out on him. He's black and, you know, he's trying these things. So big up to him. But in reality,
big up to you, man. You're super mature. How old are you again?
29. So,
sheesh. They say it happens at 29 though.
Fine. It's time then. Do you know what I mean?
Have you bought a home already?
I've bought a lot of stuff. Have I bought a home? Yes, but I had to sell it to, I don't know, that's a whole nother thing. But I'm
because they say 29, you want to start buying homes and get married, or you're married.
Yeah, it's very weird that you said that, because I've started getting into that kind of mindset this year. So that's very
statistically, that's it. From 29 to 32, men start to look for homes and look for their wife.
That is so interesting. I know that they'll probably be laughing in the back room, but that is really interesting. Yeah, interesting fact. Okay, thanks for that. But yeah.
So my man Glayton ain't answer. He's probably in the gym.
Yeah, man.
But that would have been good. You know, get some spice. Let's see.
The thing is, I'm gonna give him a bit more, because I saw him ranting on Instagram the other day, and it's like, best of luck in your endeavors. I believe if I'm coming to America, he's one of the top 3 guys that I would box in America if that was going to be a fight. I think the way that he's gone about it in terms of like that, you know, the talking stuff, it doesn't, like, as you can tell, I'm not the type of person that's going to bite. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I've actually been in real situations. Like, someone chatting rubbish on lines is not going to do nothing for me. So I think he needs to just work on his approach. He seems a bit desperate at the moment. And he needs to get Bradis' dick out of his mouth as well, because in that video, all he was doing was, Bradis is a great... It's like, bro, literally just take his dick out.
Let's go! No, I'm just happy that you ain't holding no motherfucker.
But it's the second time you said that.
No, I'm just saying, bro.
But like I said, and the thing is that...
He's not holding back. I love it.
For him as well, I want him, he should privately message me and just say thank you for this moment here, because the reality is, if it does get down to it and, you know, he's someone that I end up fighting, we need to remember, like, as much as I know what I believe I'll do to him in an actual fight, it's like, you know, it's a choice thing. Do you know what I mean? He's not in a position where I have to do anything for him. So
So what you're saying is you'd be blessing him?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and it's the ready. Do you know what I mean? Listen, I'm not here to count anyone's pockets or whatever else, but I'm very happy with my situation and my trajectory, and it's up to me. But I'm the type of person I do enjoy a little bit of back and forth. I do enjoy a little bit of spice. I would say I would spar heavyweight. I would fight a Glate, and I would fight a to beat. You know what I mean? It's like those things don't bother me because my life, God willing, is bigger than just boxing. So boxing is a part that I do, and I'm gonna enjoy it fully as I do it. But yeah, man, big up him. And this is the right way to get shit done.
We still got questions from the people, but what's your thoughts on your stablemate Daniel Dubois and just getting that WBA?
I think he's
obviously you were there in support.
Yeah, so he good for him. He's young, and he's probably the hardest puncher out of the lot that I've been in there with. Just the way it feels and stuff like that. I think he's in a great position because, you know, right now the top boys are all 32, 33, 34. Do you know what I mean? So if we're going to talk honestly, it goes in waves. We've had the Tyson Fury wave. It's still going now, the AJ wave, the Usyk wave, but they're all in their mid 30s now. Do you know what I mean? AJ might be a little bit late. He might be 32, but they all get into that 33, 34 stage. So Dan is 24. So by the time he's 25, 26, 27, all these guys are going to be on their way out, and then he's going to be hitting a prime. So he has a very good shot in a good position with being a WBA champion, and who knows what could happen.
Did you expect that Joe Joyce fight? I mean, being a stablemate, were you at the time?
We weren't stablemates at the time.
So he couldn't prepare with that jab of yours.
Yeah, but I just think Joe Joyce is a hard fight for anyone. You know, he's 6'6", 200 and whatever pounds, really good work engine and a good chin.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So especially as a big boy like me, I'm there, and it's never train versus train. It's like, okay, train versus, okay, I'm gonna step here and I'm
Matador.
Yeah, and it's that. So that's the only way. I think that's the only kind of stuff that causes him problems, because if you stand in front of him, big guy versus big guy, he can do more. Do you know what I mean? So I just think that's kind of what happened with him and Dan at the time. I think Dan was a little bit too predictable as well. But since then he's sharpened up a bit. He throws a lot more punches. He's a lot fitter. So that's an interesting rematch. Joe's someone that I was on the Olympic team in 2016 with. So, you know, it was an interesting proposition.
I got Bougie all the way in Broward that says, what's good, champ? Thanks for pulling up on us today. First time hearing about you. Sauce. So tell me, who gave you the best work in sparring and who you got out of Usyk versus Joshua 2, even with the great Robert Garcia in his corner?
I think the best work came at different times in my career. I think there's a young boy that I hope goes on to become a world champion. He comes from a family, his name's Moses Atuma, and he's got a brother called Carol Atuma, and that boxes, and obviously he's got other family members. And like, he was like interesting stuff. Like, so I was preparing for my world title fight, and so I was getting in, you know, 3 or 4 sparring partners in, doing 3 or 4 rounds each, and I brought in 2 heavyweights and a cruiserweight to come in and live in camp and whatever else. And that's right. And then this guy, and then there's a light heavyweight, and the light heavyweight came in really sharp, really accurate, you know, and really hard to pin down. So it was good. So I was getting all the work. And then they said, oh yeah, we've got a brother. He's got a brother to come down. You know, he's a bit bigger. He could be some good work. And then my coach was like, okay, cool, how old is he? And they said he's 15. And I was like, why am I going to spar a 15-year-old? Like, I'm preparing for a world title fight. What's going on here? Like, do you know what I mean? So I kind of ignored it. Then another day, 4 guys was in the gym. And then I'm sparring two heavyweights, and they got styles that are very like high pace. They're trying to throw bombs, so I have to really pace it and know what I'm doing. So I've done 3 rounds with one. Then this guy comes into the ring that I haven't sparred before, but he's big. He's like 6'4", whatever. You know, like, doesn't look like anything crazy. Just looks like a big guy, maybe 100 kilos or 220 pounds. Gets him, and then my coach whispers in my ear, "Listen, he's only 15. Just go easy." So okay, fine, at least I get a couple rounds off. Honestly, I was in shock. Like, me and the guys still speak about it now. It was like the hardest 3 rounds that I've ever had. Like, no, genuinely, I was in there worried, like, fucking, like, so much. He had power, he had speed, he had like, not even technique. He had like, it's like how he would step. So he would step and commit. So a lot of guys, like, they box within themselves, but he's gone 100%. So then I sparred him a few, like, then after that I was like, okay, this 15-year-old has to cut that. But then it changed to like where I thought he was someone that would just get in, and I'm preparing the day before for my 3 or 4 rounds with this guy, and then the rest of them are like, I'm still obviously preparing, but I'm thinking, okay, he's getting in second. Don't throw no punches here. Just
conserve some energy for when he comes.
And then
I love it.
And then from there, like, obviously, I was very vocal for instantly, like, yo, this guy is sick. He's now maybe 17 now.
Damn.
But he's the hardest work that I've had. And like, yeah, I'm not feeling no way about saying that. Yeah, him definitely, like, and he's getting. I think he sparred Joe. I saw him spar AJ. So he's only 17, going to be 18 maybe this year or next year. So, but he's already mixing in with, you know, proper heavyweights. I think he just won the European amateur something, you know, for guys that are under 18. He just won. I think he stopped everyone in 1 round in that tournament. So I think he beat everyone in 1 round. So he's him. That's it. Yeah, I know I spoke about it for like 10 minutes, but he
that's
left an
good.
impression.
Great story. I got Brandon in Houston. It says, from your perspective as a cruiserweight champ, what was the reason Canelo was targeting Makabu when him moving to cruiser was being talked about? Was it simply due to it being a WBC situation, or in your mind, was there another reason?
I think it's a mixture of the two. The WBC, obviously, he's got a good connection with them. And secondly, if you're going to talk about going up weight, Makabu at the time, probably the best cruiserweight stylistically to box against. He's much shorter, so he's probably 5'11". There wasn't too much of a height difference. Still a big guy, still dangerous. He's also been hurt a few times, and it's been, you know, documented. So I think he's probably, it's hard to say stylistically, but he'd probably been the weakest of the champions, but, you know, only time will tell with unifications.
The best dad ever, all the way from Baltimore. We rocking with you.
No.
Who are your favorite fighters to watch in this new generation?
Spence, Crawford, Gervonta Davis, Canelo still. In the UK, probably Conor Ben, Joe Cordino. Anyone in my gym, my stablemates. Who else do I watch? I go out of my way to watch. And just loads. Like, I like watching boxing with a story. That's my thing, though. I just like watching, but as soon as I hear there's a story, a little bit of rivalry, or like someone's trying to be undisputed, yeah, then I'm in. But yeah, those are the main ones.
Big Casual says, "What up, champ? Were you impressed with the Better Biev fight over the weekend, and would you take that fight with him if he ever moved up to cruiserweight, since he just unified with the WBO strap? Not only that, he did say he was interested in moving up."
Yeah, I don't see why not. I just think,
Arthur,
the one that just stopped Joe Smith.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, cool. So I thought you were talking about the super middleweight. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, 100%. I think he's someone that you have to rate and respect. You know, obviously he'll be a smaller guy, but he's got wins in the amateurs over Usyk and various other people. So, you know, he's got vast experience, 18-0, 18 knockouts. I don't see why you wouldn't want to have a tear up with someone like that. Yeah, is the honest answer. I think he would be, you know, a bit small, but he's still good timing, good power. So yeah.
What's your thoughts? This is James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama. What's your thoughts on Bridgerweight? Do you think other sanctioning bodies will get involved and take a step forward like the WBC did? Lastly, does Ryan Rozecki or Oscar Rivas fights intrigue you? You obviously answered yes on the Rivas, and you did give your thoughts on Bridgerweight. So I guess the lastly would be Rozecki. Have you ever heard of him?
Yes, Ryan. that is a fight that would interest me. You know, he comes game. He's a person that would actually be throwing with me. I don't think he would sell out stylistically. So me and him could have a good old goal. But yeah, I think he's currently. I'm not sure actually. I don't want to speak on his situation, but yeah, that's a fight that could still materialize.
I have Brandon that says, when you hear pundits arguing pound for pound lists, what do you think?
I need to get better so that I can be in the same arguments.
Okay. Well, that is the last question, Mr. Coley, a.k.a. The Sauce. Please give out your social media for anybody.
Where'd you get the nickname from before we let you go? The Sauce.
True.
Well, it just obviously we know what it means just normally, but I think for me it came because I used to work in McDonald's. So
what?
Yeah, I used to work in McDonald's.
Oh, that's a great story.
Yeah, I could tell you that one, but yeah, it's so from there, just easy transition over.
No, man, bless. All right, we're going to go ahead and take this quick picture, so we'll do an intermission. Give out your social media.
It's just Lawrence Okoli, so just the same way it's spelled on Insta, and Lawrence_TKO on Twitter. And my Cash App. Nah, I'm joking.
Nah, what about the single, though?
Oh, what, TK? I'm probably going to drop some more. That's like a year or so old now, so I've got some more stuff that I'm going to drop.
You got a release date on something new?
It depends on how the next week goes, and then.
Oh, you're recording out here.
You and me can have another chat in a week.
So you're gonna use a recording studio out here?
Like I said, you and me will have another chat.
All right. Well, we appreciate you keeping us in the loop, though.
Yeah, we're gonna end on this screen share right here. I need to go to Paris with you, Lawrence. Let me get a screen share.
Come on, no, that's old school, man. Come on.
Let's do it. Go on, champ. Go on.
The levels continue to rise, brother.
Go on.
No, it's over. He said he's looking for marriage now.
Oh,
he got the bug, baby. All right, we'll be back. Oh, there's no super chats though? Go ahead, you guys start. I'll finish these super chats. We got Dr. DAZN that says Okoli stops Wilder in 6. Julio Lopez says, what about retiring Mosley? I don't know about that. That's definitely not outside of the conversation.
I think I would like. Funny enough, yeah, when it's like Ruiz and what's his name, the one that he just boxed.
Ruiz,
like as heavyweight, sort of.
To get into the division.
Yeah, I think that those two would be like good.
Man, you and Dillian love Areola.
Oh, is he like Areola as well?
He had one of them at one point.
Okay, me and Dylan, not the same.
I got Bones 13 that says, I'm a Canelo fan, but low-key rather watch Spence Crawford fight. # Texas Takeover. Julio Guzman says, since 2007, there's been 7 deaths in MMA and 21 in boxing, 0 in UFC. Okay. I thought UFC, MMA, same shit, just different promotions. Julio Guzman says, I'm a Latino. All right, we said that. Josiah, we said that. Profound, we said. Profound Dreamer says boxers actually died. Yep, we said that. All right. Is CYP there? All right. Well, we're out of here. Nesta Gibbs, Instagram and Twitter. We have to go, so hate to leave so abruptly, but we'll be back mañana with a double show. Remember, we are live every single day, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern, and we have at least 2 industry insiders, fighters, boxers. Danny doesn't like when I say that, but I'm going to make it a thing to always say fighters and boxers, because today, guess what? We had a boxer, and she was a fighter. But promoters, managers, all those great things. Catch us on the next one. Arrivederci.